Good morning, everyone. Welcome on in. I hope we've all had a wonderful start to the new week so far. It is our... okay, a little Monday next week. Technically, it's still June, but we're not streaming that day, so it is our last week of June streams before we head into the sweltering heat of July, and summer fully kicks in. Today we are starting off with the unboxing of the big Bethesda package before we dive into some... Oh, Killy, sorry, no. Before we dive into some Love and Deepspace later today. He always turns the Twitch stream off, so have to watch him. It's already the sweltering heat for you, Falcon, is it? Oh my goodness, cat hair everywhere now. It was here for 5 seconds, and it's just gone everywhere. Oh, goodness me. So, we're gonna finally find out what's in the box that came last week. And, we're going to continue with Rafayel's myth event as well. Everything should be fully unlocked today, so perfect timing for the stream, of course. He wants the box to be empty. So, oh, they 100% want this. This is the perfect cat box. So the great thing about the box is you can put your cat in it after. And even if you don't, your cat's gonna claim it anyway. The last one we got from Bethesda was like a locker. And it was like a Brotherhood of Steel locker box. And Nuka loved that. He was all over it. This one maybe it's going to be more up Killy's alley. Yeah. How are we doing? Let's see who we got in chat. We got Rooksy, Adoring Fan, Wriggle, Captu, who thinks a pony's in the box. Now, I'd be very surprised if there's a pony in the box. If there is, it is very quiet. We got Sohu, Gilby Slash, Bulbasaur, Falcon. Welcome on in. On the YouTube side, we got Alex Whisper, Cosmic Kitty, Titan, welcome on in. Alex thinks Adoring Fan is in the box. Adoring Fan also thinks they're in the box. They do. They have seen 2 cats have a cardboard tank fight before, yeah. I fear that would be giving Jesse too much power if we got him a tank box. Hey, Ellie! I hope you're well. Welcome. If there's a pony, the cats will be thrilled.
I'm actually a princess of House Nightstar, and I'm married to
my goodness.
Named
Falcon,
Jonathan.
thank you so much
Anything else you'd like to
for
know?
the Ko-fi tip, getting us to 50% of our goal today. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We get some Munchkin hype in the chat for Falcon, kicking us off, getting us 50% of the way to Kitty Cat Treat Chaos Time today. Woohoo! Is it just a fish? God, I hope not. I'd be surprised if there isn't at least a fish plushie. I'll be surprised. What if it's inside that box? Then we did discuss last week the potential of it being a sort of Russian doll of boxes. Maybe with just a note from Bethesda saying, "Ha ha, gotcha," at the end. Enjoy. This was actually for your cat. They'd love that, box within a box within a box. It's not on this screen right now, purposely, because we're doing the unboxing in a minute, and I have to make that into a short. So I got rid of all the faff on the screen.
I'm actually a princess of House Nightstar, and I'm married to a
Cap2, thank you so much for the Kofi tip, getting us zooming past our goal to 116% there, securing Kitty Cat Treat Chaos Time for today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We have some Munchkin hype in the chat for Cap2 there as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So we'll be back after we finish this section. It's clean on purpose. Yeah, because we have to, whenever I have to record, we usually, I have to remove stuff. Yeah. You've been watching a lot of Scuff streams lately. It's the summer heat. It's the summer heat. Makes all the tech for, yeah, so it will be back eventually. Yeah, it's on our main game stream. It's just not here right now. Hi Van, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome. Thank you so much for that. Wow, the 15 months. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We get some Munchkin hype for Vance as well. Their 15th month with the family. My goodness. I need to my hair to stop being rebellious. Whenever I have to record, it's like, you get that single strand of hair just out of place. That's like, I'm gonna be the main centerpiece of this video. Alright. Are we ready to find out what's in the box? It's a big box. It's a very big box. I need to sneeze. We're gonna get that out of the way now. we just get that out of the way. Hang on a second. Okay. Alright, let's make sure that's not great. Can you still hear me? Is the sound okay? We do a quick check. I'm a little further away than usual. Oh, keyboard going everywhere. Hang on, we got lack of depth space issue today. I was worried that would summon the cat. Whenever I move it, they're like, it's treat time! It is a huge box. It is perfectly shaped for your cat. So we got this lovely package last week from Bethesda to celebrate the Gone Fission update in Fallout 76. I have no idea what's in the box, so we're gonna find out together what's inside. Okay, we're ready. First, we have to figure out how to open it. And I can't remember. I figured it out earlier, and then I've oh, okay, I opened it a little bit on this side, I think. But yeah, it's one of those boxes where the first sort of 15 minutes of having it is you trying to figure out how to open it. I got it open earlier. We need advanced locksmith skill for this. Which, I'm sure it was that side. It's like one of those weird ones that sort of flips open. Okay, sorry, the first like 20 minutes of this stream are gonna be me opening this damn box. What did I do earlier? I did something. Oh! Nope. Is that not it? Aha! 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 I got it. I got it. It was basically they sent me a puzzle box minigame. Okay, we got it now. It opens up like this. So flashy. There we go. We got Gone Fission over here. Alright, let's have it. This box is full of stuff. It's full to the tippity top. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna read the card first, okay? Greetings from the wasteland. Dust off your fishing gear because Fallout 76 Gone Fission is available now. Available free for all Fallout 76 players, this fantastic update brings a highly anticipated, relaxing summer pastime to the wasteland. Fishing. Look forward to exploring places to cast out around Appalachia, as well as a quest line to secure their first fishing rod in a school of new in-game content and rewards. Inside this kit, you'll find everything you need for your next angler adventure, including a themed hoodie and tea to keep you warm, a hat, a water bottle, and a stubby holder, and a fish identification poster so you can identify your prized cat. There are actually a couple of spelling errors on that, so it was a little difficult to read. Alright, do we see what we got? I'm gonna find out what's in the box. Okay, we've got a t-shirt. It sounds very nice. We got some. Oh, there's a fish. Getting cooked. You can cook your fish that you catch in the game. It's the entire process of fishing on a nice little t-shirt, at least, in case you forget. And then on the back, got the 76 logo as well there. That's our t-shirt. Nice, isn't it? And then, the hoodie. Little warm for hoodies, but it's gonna be great in the winter. Probably end up wearing this on stream on cold, snuggly, sort of casual stream days. Which has pretty much the same icon. Yeah. But it's in jumper form, so we got both weathers, the summer fishing gear, and we've also got the winter fishing gear here too for you. Lovely. Oh yeah, black, perfect to collect cat hairs. Oh yeah, anyone who has a cat knows. This color, great. Because you can barely see it. But yeah, any black clothes, black t-shirts, that thing, it's gonna be covered in cat hair pretty much the moment you open it up. Yeah. Alright. We've also, there was more boxes. I need scissors. Whoever guessed a box inside a box, you're a winner. There was indeed a box within a box. Okay. I know, we love a good box in a box, right? Very Christmas. Okay. In box number 1, we have lovely little fish. Oh, Doc will love a lovely little fishing hat. Sweet. Oh. I'll put it on without the dangly bit, otherwise it's a little... Oh, there we go. We got a lovely little fishing hat. Perfect for going fishing. We've got... I don't actually know what this is. Maybe it's a thing. We've got this thing. You can put stuff in it. A thing for your stuff. You could put your beer in it. You could put your beer in it. They may have said that on the thing. I've immediately forgotten what it said. But yeah, you can put your beer in it. Keep the cans cool. Well, that's why it's made of this yeah. Okay, we'll try that take again. And then there's this that you can put your beer in. Something fell off my desk. I don't know what it is. I might have... I think I destroyed the display behind me, but it's fine. You can't see it. So we got this as well to put your cans in, keep them cool when you're fishing. The hat suits me. It look good with the jumper. Oh, they call it a drink cozy. You can also, oh, you can use it for the hot drink too. That's cute. Drink cozy. No, I don't really drink beer. I mean, I guess it could keep my soda cold as well. Ooh, there's many posters. We've got, ooh, fish in the forest. There's all the fish you can catch and get. We got piranha. The sawgill. We saw a lot of those last time. The blood whisker. Glowing piranha. Oh, and it just mentioned which region they're in too. So here it says Toxic Valley. Kelp. Radpole. Potbelly kelp. The artwork for these are great. Oh, and you can also get these posters in game as well for your camp. The blood whisker looks like an angry catfish. It does. We've also got the Savage Divide here, the spinefish, leatherback, sawgill, glowing spinefish. I think, did we catch a spinefish? I think we might have. Beautiful. Ash heap. In the ash heap, we've got the ambusher, sooty sawgill, deathjaw, glowing ambusher there too. Ambusher looking like me on a Monday. Before I've had an energy drink. Hello, welcome on in. Yeah, so all the posters from all the regions. Pretty fancy. In box number 1. We have to find a place to put those. They always make really nice posters. Got a really good one from the Brotherhood of Steel update as well. Alright, should we open box number 2? Box number 2. Oh, my hat keeps falling off because of my chair. Where did the scissors go? Did I put the scissors in the box? I did not. Where did they go? It took me 5 minutes to lose those scissors. Oh, maybe I put them back. I did. Chaotic unboxings with Kay. Any other companies watching, if you want some chaotic unboxings, I'm your gal. You see, the scissors have stealth boys. They do, yeah, they've been hiding from me. In reality, I'd actually just put them back in their place. Oh, hello, welcome on in. Alright, this next box. Yeah. Ooh, this is where the heaviness, yeah, this is a heavy thing. Oh, it's a thermal. Active. Thermal. Can't go fishing without your thermostat. Oh, it's in a very fancy box. I'll just show you that quickly. And you lift it up. Look, there's some mountains. Very fancy. Ooh, quite heavy too. And it says Vault-Tec. Take it when you go fishing. This is a really dirty one too. Nice. And it's got ooh, it's very fancy. Yeah, it's very sturdy and well made, this one. Yeah. I'm assuming all of this is also on the Bethesda store as well. So whether you like the hat, the thermostat, the posters, the jumpers, it's likely all on there for you to get if you wanna get some new fishing gear or just show your love for Fallout. The thermostat's very fancy. You would buy this thermos, right? It seems really like if you want to get a thermos, this one looks good. It's a little heavy, but light enough to put in your bag, I think. Yeah. Yeah, put coffee, beer hangover, something to whack the fish with, says Nada in Twitch chat. Please don't whack the fish with your thermostat. They've suffered enough. Alright, and that is, so what was everyone's favorite thing from the box? I personally, I love a good cozy jump for me, you know? I do. I'm a sucker for a cozy jumper in winter. So you'll be seeing more of this. The posters, yeah, the posters were very fancy too. Love the posters. So we have the thermostat to keep your drinks warm, and the beer, what was it, beer cozy, keep your drinks cool. You want a hot coffee with some Irish cream? And then we got bubble wrap. It's always one of my favorite parts of packages. I don't know if the microphone's gonna pick up, but bubble wrap. That's not gonna be in the video. That's they're like, hey Kate, can you make a short opening the package? And the only thing we show is just me and bubble wrap. Thanks, Bethesda. I love my ASMR bubble wrap. Oh, goodness. Low-key, I do, though. Van, thank you so much for gifting 10 members to YouTube chat to Pippin, Ark, George, Josh, Cylinder, Luna, Stash, Vi, Benjamin, Jake, Alex. Welcome to the family. Hope you all enjoy your emotes and your new badge. We will do the song soon, probably after I've just cleaned the desk up a little bit, yeah. Oh, but thank you so much to Bethesda for sending us this wonderful package. Every time they send a package, it is like Christmas. It always comes in a super fancy box. And I usually get some new t-shirts or jumpers and plushies, which is great. Wearing this a lot in winter. Oh, goodness. So thank you so much, Bethesda. The hat is now also part of me. Oh, I've never worn a fishing hat before. I think I can pull it off. We do, yeah. Fun fact, me and Ellie met through a Bethesda stream we were both guests on for Bethesda UK. Fun fact, that's how me and Ellie met. And I was low-key fangirling when I met Ellie. Now we're really good friends. When Rob told me, oh, you're going to be streaming with Ellie and Nora, I was like, the mother? We'll just package everything in so it's nice and safe. One day I'm gonna put all my posters up. One day. Just finding somewhere for them. Maybe the back wall could be good for our posters. Okay. Yeah, I did. I knocked over every plushie behind me. I just knocked over the whole stuff back there. It's fine. When I whacked open the box. Oh, okay. All right. I just need a couple of minutes to clear up the box so the cats don't jump inside and do our titles for Twitch and YouTube. Just change those around, and then we're gonna get started. Who makes a Tumblr? It says Arctic Zone. I'm assuming that's the brand. But and then Titan here, so it's either Titan or Arctic Zone. I'm not sure which one's the brand name and which one is the, like, maybe it's the collection? Yeah, but I'm assuming it's on the Bethesda store. Or going to be, or on pre-order. One of those. They had the Fallout logo on it, so it should be, yeah, it's probably like a collaboration they've done. Yeah. Who's Nathan Fiddler? Fiddler? Oh, it's not there right now. Okay. Maybe it's a coming soon thing. Also, to make sure Nuka doesn't flip the box himself, or if I see the box walking around today, then yeah, it's likely one of those. Okay, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I managed to knock everything off the desk trying to take this box out of the room. So there was a little bit of cleanup that I had to do before we could come back. Alright. We're going to play before we start today. To thank them for the 10 gifted members to YouTube, we are going to play you a song of our people. Party time. You can tell Captain 2's super excited. Okay. Get your hype emotes, your dance emotes ready to spam in chat. We are about to start. Okay, you ready? And a 1, and a 2. Classic. Oh, goodness. Oh, good night, Ellie. Sleep well. And hello to everyone who joined us during the unboxing, too. Welcome on in. We are officially getting started today now. Hope everyone's well. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing, too. It's always exciting when we get something, because it doesn't happen often.
If I asked you to,
today,
would you willingly offer me your heart?
We are finishing off the Rafayel storyline. It should have unlocked everything today, so we can finally look through it all. We watched the first episode last week. Is there a myth in this game where everyone survived? Survives! Define survive. Survives but isn't entirely traumatized or alone, miserable and happy. Maybe not. Depends really on your definition of survival, I think. Without the trauma, no. No, all the myths are pretty tragic. So far, yeah. So when basically as we go into the myth, you prepare your heart for ultimately depression, trauma. It's shattering into a million pieces. Yes. It's always good to prepare that before you go in. Okay. So, as you can see, there's just 2 more to unlock, and then we get the 4-star card. So, we only did this last stream, because we could only unlock 2. So, we're gonna go through what we've missed. Maybe we'll go like this, and then like this, and then watch 2. That might be for the best. Every little part has a tiny little story as well that goes along with it. Huh? Sorry, Scuffed audio. Oh, sorry, you were talking about the the beautiful song of our people. Yes. Did you see that seagull? Would you say it resembles the one you sent to the tower? The one that brought me seashells? Like, oh, you sent her seashells. Or a seagull. Yes, however, that seagull complained about you hurting its ears because you talk too much. It flew to distant waters to recover. Ow. I wasn't that talkative. I was bored to death in the tower. I couldn't help myself. I mean, we did find out in the myth that she'd basically been smack-talking him. I think it was when she got the book, right? And he heard all of that. Her cursing him out. Raphael, you were sealed away for so long. It must have been harder for you than it was for me, yeah? Correct. And being able to hear your voice, even when you criticized me, was more interesting than the dreary depths of the ocean. She cursed him out pretty bad. There was also... Oh, there was a battle. This mountain path is steep and uneven. Do you need my help? Do I look fragile to you? You've never walked on land before, even though your tail can transform into a pair of legs. But you've been walking normally this entire time. When did you learn to walk on 2 legs? Sea gods drink a magical potion that transforms their tail into legs when they go on land for the first time. Was this not mentioned in the myth you've read? If they don't learn how to walk and fail to return to the sea before sunset, they turn into bubbles and disappear into the water. There was the one, I think it was one of the audio dramas where she has a dream about being a sea witch, and Raphael comes to her to ask for a potion to walk on land and become human, kind of like Ariel, you know, in The Little Mermaid, and to meet his love, who is human. But in the end, he tricks the sea witch into drinking the potion because she was the girl. I think human turned into sea witch to turn her back into human, and when she drinks the potion, he dissolves into sea foam. And she wakes up from that and immediately rushes to Raphael to check that he's okay. Did you make that up? Would you like to take a guess? It seems legit, that, based on everything that's happened so far. Oh, it's another battle. I've got a battle. These aren't even real waves. Oh, we gotta use that card. The emulator's not a huge fan of the animations, and actually, funnily enough, my iPad's been playing the animations better than the emulator. It seems to be a little taxing on it. Not sure why, though. Usually the emulator runs a little better because my iPad's kind of old now.
The sea doesn't tolerate insults or sacrilege.
What do we... Oh,
the tide's judgment.
Fighting the birdies today.
Shall descend here and now.
Spotted creatures. Here's a chance.
Raphael.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good job.
Of all
You were
the
too
water
close to
gushing
it.
sounds when you attack.
It recovered so fast. Why are you getting close?
Surrender everything to me.
It's almost over. Don't let her get away.
Thunder heralds death.
Eat this.
Press on. Don't get distracted. Oh, good. The sound of death.
He was just a trap.
You were too close to it.
Raphael.
Surrender everything to me.
Yeah.
We crushed them.
There's a couple of puzzles and sort of battles mixed in between everything for the event. The puzzles have been nice. A lot of ember thistles are in full bloom over there. What is it? An incredible hardy flower. Scatter its seeds anywhere, and you'll end up with a field of them. Isn't that usually what weeds are like? Welcome! Thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a good one today. It's impossible for that to happen in the ocean, especially the deep sea. Even animals struggle to survive in there. How will we know if we don't try? Perhaps creatures on land could also thrive in the sea. Oh yeah, fruit, you. I'm unsure if you're setting up the plant failure or me for disappointment, but alright, I'll take it to the deep sea covered in flowers as well. What an awful downpour. Fortunately, we found a cave to take shelter in. Don't stand near the cave's entrance with the wind and the rain. Come, help me pick out a couple of stones. Oh, he can carve the entrance of the cave. When did you carve this? It's beautiful. I did it on a whim. The stone is too brittle for any complex patterns. I want to carve something as well. Will you teach me? I need to see how steady your hands are first. To the small fish, try to draw it using one continuous line. A bit hard with the... Oh, yeah. This is... I don't think this is quite what he had in mind. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Sure, that's fine. But your accuracy was worse than before. What happened? Did we pass? Your skill level, I'd say, is better than approximately half of Lumerian. That seems like an insult to Lumerians, that. Yeah, that's harsh. We're all Lumerians, Master Arthur. Oh no. Well, I mean, that's why he's the painter and not us. At the shore, I find a flat spot to sit down and rest. Raphael, however, doesn't follow suit. Stares at something in the distance.
Why is there a ship here?
An old sea vessel has washed ashore. Its hull has long since been eroded beyond repair by sea winds and ocean currents. I don't know where it came from, but my mother, the previous castellan of Romerio, who brought it me back, once said... Might be from a distant era. People who follow the sea god's guidance left it behind as they departed for a distant voyage.
The sea god's guidance? Why do Romero's denizens always invoke my name whenever they act?
I mean, in the previous myth, she was kind of tossed into the ocean by some fishermen as sacrifice to the sea god. It's because they fear an uncertain future. They need the sea god to give themselves courage. Unfortunately, they weren't successful.
To set sail with guidance that is uncertain, lonely courage deserves recognition.
Yeah, considering
you did the same thing, did you not? You knew nothing of my identity, yet you took a leap of faith and jumped into the sea to find me.
To be fair, you didn't have a choice. It was the sea or nothing at that point. I'll take that as a compliment. Do you think this guidance is your blessing?
Using my divine gaze given to me by my godly authority, I only see your wish to look for clues in that old ship. Look at that damaged hull. Even if you are correct in assuming something was left behind, the sea would have already claimed it eons ago, or someone picked it up. However, if you want to hunt for treasure, then hunt for treasure we shall.
Also, very Little Mermaid, like searching the shipwreck for goodies and treasure. What started as a jest of an adventure unexpectedly led us to find bits and pieces of treasure. I'm cleaning up a piece of iron sheet with seawater. When I turn my head, Raphael's holding the remains of a letter opener's handle. He's in deep thought. That look on your face has a memory related to the blessing resurface.
Of course not. This pattern consists of pemphis petals, 8 water droplets, and a conch shell spiral.
I lean in to get a closer look, but the object is so corroded I can't make anything out. You can see all of that. Your divine gaze is godly in every sense of the word, huh?
This pattern is rare in Lemuria. It has only appeared in a few places.
A moment passes and Raphael turns his gaze towards the pitch-black sea with its massive whale-like waves.
One of my belongings could be under these waters.
Are you serious?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. It might not even be the blessing you seek.
This is already a great boon. Who cares whether it's a blessing or not? What, sorry. Just as I'm about to take a step, Raphael catches me by the nape and pulls me back.
What's the rush? Are you going to abandon all these treasures you've found?
Just ready for the next adventure. A lot of the event was them, like, searching for things and finding things. Okay. There was another puzzle. Look what I found at the boat. A mirror. I'm impressed you managed to find another treasure. Wait, there's a pattern on it. Damn it, we need to put some effort into discovering what it is. Oh, we're gonna start it. Getting ahead of myself. This was a bit finicky on the iPad. There was like a little speck somewhere that was still left. It's tiny. And it wasn't completing. The sea god on the mirror looks like you. Did you meet people on the ship? It does look like them, doesn't it? I don't recall matters such as those. However, I can tell you that the craftsman who made this mirror was kind. He made the carving of my bride because he worried I would be lonely. Yeah, it's literally them now, isn't it? That was another battle. Let's see what this is. Ooh, are you alright? Yes, but the ocean's current carried me here after the battle. This cave almost feels endless. Where are we? Oh, we've disturbed a rather unfriendly giant. Oh, it's basically a kraken. Don't tell me we have another grand battle on our hands. We'll be polite. We don't need to challenge him when we've already trespassed into his home. Let's get out of here before he loses his temper. Oh, we gotta run. Wait, what do we do? Oh, just click it. Oh, he's trying to pull him back. Phew, we shook off that giant octopus. Indeed, so could this little octopus stop clinging to me? I think I can get my card now. All the little silhouettes that we got from the story. They were all really cute, this event. Okay, where were we? Okay, that was the octopus, wasn't it? Let's go up here, then round there. What a beautiful underwater garden. Corals and sea anemones. This place is an ideal home for them. But we can only admire them from a distance. Those sea anemones are venomous. I know. Yet the manner in which they sway, they must feel soft to the touch. Here. Wait, didn't you say these were poisonous? Maybe should be picking them up with a bare hand. I did. I also talked to it. It reluctantly agreed to let you hold it. I feel like, especially past MC, doesn't have many survival instincts. Some stone tablets have been preserved. These engravings remind me of the Lemurian language. Even though they're fragments, they might be a mystery record for something, or a strange incantation perhaps. From the first rainfall's descent to water droplets forming an ocean, I've spent every moment loving you. My apologies, Sir Glenguna. I was unable to complete the assignment you gave me because it's very, very difficult. I shall tell Fairy that I like her scales during the sea god ceremony tomorrow. Maybe we shouldn't speak about the private thoughts of your people from thousands of years ago. Why, if anything, you should leave a few words of your own. Then people can spend half a day speculating about it thousands of years from now. Which is kind of what we're doing. Why are there so many pearl oysters around this reef? What do you think? Should we knock on their doors one at a time? Excuse me, are you the pearl the Toba the sea god spoke of when it said search for pearls in the deep? Go ahead. Oh, hang on, sorry. Go ahead, don't be too rough when you knock. I'm afraid they might ask their shellfish friends to gather outside your window, and there will be a horde of them with makeshift percussion instruments. That'd be a sight. I've always wondered how I could breathe underwater ever since I was a child. Is it because I'm the sea god's bride? It's said that a kiss from a Lumerian grants one the ability to breathe underwater. So it seems like that crossed over to this other life after, just whenever she perishes, she's reborn and reincarnated, so to speak. And in his previous myth, which happens sort of before all of everything that happens in this myth, he kisses her when she's tossed into the sea after she sort of agrees to be his follower. In any case, you're bound to me. Breathing underwater is par for the course. But I don't know if... Oh no, she would have known when she jumped in, I guess, because she said she could when she was young, didn't she? But this is the first time I've swum to a place this deep. Perhaps I should kiss you again to ensure I won't drown. Oh, smooth. Smooth, MC. If you don't mind the fish, shrimp, jellyfish, and coral watching us. I certainly won't refuse you. And then we've got the third and final story. Then we can get our card.
It should be somewhere around here.
Raphael leads me to stand under a tall coral structure with graceful movement of his fingertips. The sand on the seabed begins to ripple like water. Seconds pass and a box encrusted with barnacles emerges. It's carried by the current until it floats gently into Raphael's hand. They got nice lighting in the underwater scenes for this event. Conch shell. Inside the open box rests a blue conch. Its surface gleams with a luster as clear as flowing seawater.
This is a conch that can store sounds. Inside it should be my voice from a time before I fell asleep.
The god of the tide.
Do you recall the pattern you saw earlier? The spiral shell motif originated from this conch.
That's how you remembered you'd left this conch behind?
It was speculation at best.
Raphael traces the patterns on the shell, and a translucent bubble slowly emerges from its opening. The surrounding light seemingly dims as the bubble floats between us. It emits a soft blue glow, reminiscent of moonlight. So what did you record in the past? I never expected the first word to be my name. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Raphael is trying to destroy the bubble. Stifling my laughter, I quickly stop him. You can't do that, I want to hear it. Reluctant, Raphael stops as a voice from the conch intermittently continues to speak.
The blessing of the deep sea shall follow the cycle of the tides to be by your side. It shall guide your path forward and accompany you on your journey home. When that time comes, remember Lemuria in all of its grandeur for me.
Before it fell. There's a muffled thud and Raphael's voice is abruptly silent.
I left a blessing behind after all. Why aren't you saying anything? The sea god's blessing was meant for you. I thought you'd be more excited.
I am, but you sounded like you were in pain. Why did you choose to leave behind that blessing for me? I'm guessing it was sort of towards the end of the myth when things were not going well.
I don't remember.
He doesn't give me a definitive answer and places the conch in my hand.
Even if there were regrets in the past, they've already been compensated by our present. After all, you're right here, by my side.
I slowly nod, although there's a hint of melancholy in my heart, but I can't help but smile. You were genuinely fond of me back then.
My affection isn't only limited to the past. I can say I like you a lot at this very moment.
I wonder if maybe this is before they kind of both get their memories back. Towards the end of this myth. Hearing a straightforward response from him catches me off guard.
Shall we find a conch and leave behind a blessing for our future selves? Then your future self will have no doubts about my feelings for you at this moment. The problem is that I don't know where these conches can be found now. We'll need the Fantasia shark to be our guide.
Oh, is that the shark from the Abyssal myth? That sounds great, but I don't need to wait. I take his outstretched hand and gently move it back and forth. Regardless of whether it's the past or the present, I've never doubted your heart. Oh. Hang on, sorry, my mouse appeared again. Alright, let's get our card. The artwork for the 4-star cards this time has been just absolutely beautiful. Some of their best yet, honestly. Alright, finally unlocked everything. And claim all the things. Oh, consume some more. We could do that now. Just so we can finish it off today. Grab some more of those. Oh, we might have... I'm sure I already redeemed it today. Yeah, but we've got another 10 days review card for Zane coming up. Oh, but he looks really sad in it, so it might be another sad story, Agora.
The sea god's revival has been
Oh, be a little bit more. Alright, that ought to do it. I think we can claim everything now. Yeah. And then get the last of the event rewards. All of these were event rewards. You always get to a point where the only thing really left to get is gold, but the gold does come in handy. You need quite a lot of it to ascend your card, so... yeah. We got one more of those, and then that's it. We got most of it. Okay. It was good, the Merling Oath event. I liked it. He looks like someone who lost a person on the he really does, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah. It looks like he had an operation that went wrong or something like that. Poor Zane. He just can't catch a break, can he? It's been a lot of heartbreak for him lately. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we've got 4 of those now. Oh, all the stars are out of the bubble today. I'm trying to get the last 2 Silas cards, but I'm having absolutely no luck. One of them's on 20 out of 30 shards. The other's on 10 out of 30. So often, like this week, I've been getting stuff that I already have. Oh. I've wished it into being. I think we just got the final shard for Wild Gaze. No way. You know what? I'm just gonna open everything on stream these days. I'm never gonna open anything off stream again. I'm pretty sure that's the last one I needed. I think we can get the card now. I'm gonna set one of these off. And then we'll check. But I think I got it. Can't believe that. What is that look? Yeah, no way. Dream must be my lucky charm now. Finally! After months! Oh my god. I'd actually run out of stuff to level too. I just need Blood Knight Blaze now. I finally got another card to level. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there. I was on the 3-star card Grasp of Affinity stage until the next banner he's in. Ranking these up is gonna be a pain though. Because just getting the card alone was. I think I've got some. We got some cans. I think I've got enough Ascension Crystals to not have to farm those. Like, I've got enough boxes. I don't think we have to farm those. Level it up as much as we can. Okay, I got it to like almost 60. That's not too bad. Woohoo. So the 4-star cards are usually audio dramas or like the ASMR secret times. Sometimes we get like a special 4 card though, that's the story card as well. Like when we had, what was it? Free Fall. That one. That was a special story card. From The Promise. That one was really good. Enjoyed that one. Hey Jacques, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome. How's it going? I hope you're good. I'm trying to level up Raphael's myth card as well. This is stupid strong. I set it to auto battle on orbit 100 for stage 1. All the cards under level. Protocors 0. Rank 0 for Protocors. I think only the 2 myth cards were like above level 60. Everything else was below. It absolutely smashed through that stage. Silas finished off the 2nd stage for me. I'd been stuck on it for a while, but it was just ridiculous. In fact, you know what? We're gonna do it again. We're gonna put it on auto and see if it just smashes through this again. Let's see if it can do 52. There's gonna be a limit to where it can't, but it's stupid strong, this Rafayel myth. If you were wondering if you should get it, maybe even Raphael's not your main, I recommend for farming diamonds. It's stupid strong.
The sea doesn't tolerate insults or sacrilege.
Okay, and then we're just gonna put
The
it on
tide's judgment
shall descend here and now.
see if it does it on its own. You're trying it with Caleb, but on auto, MC won't dodge. Yeah, that could be a problem. She sometimes just stands in the red, doesn't she? Yeah. They're usually not alive long enough
Shall
for her to
descend
get
here and
damage.
now.
Auto in this. But I was honestly a little angry at how strong this card was. This myth.
Back up. Let's see what trick.
The tide's judgment.
Low level
Shall
compared
descend here
to
and
my
now.
rank 1 fully leveled awakened Silas Conqueror. It did make me a little mad, I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't have any myths yet. Yeah, I'm saving all my, because the reruns we get less packs as well. And everyone's been having, from what I've seen on social media, really shitty luck with the reruns too, like losing the pity every time. So I'm anticipating having to pull a lot if I want to rank it up as well. Yeah, and they're also on a different pity too, they are indeed. Yeah, it's just separate. So there's also that. Just, you know, we're gonna need a 10 pulls prayer circle for when that Dragon Myth rerun comes, I think. Oh, yeah, and, you know, the rumor mill's saying very soon after we'll get his 3rd myth, so we've got a lot to save up for. If you're either a Silas main or, you know, you also get all of his cards too. It's gonna be rough.
The storm shall crush impudence.
Yeah, yes, on Friday.
The tide's
For those who don't know,
Shall
there
descend here and now.
Infold are doing a live stream to show what is coming with version 4.0 next week, July 3rd. The stream is on Friday, which is the 27th.
The tide's judgment.
Shall descend here
We're
and
gonna
now.
catch up on that on Saturday, because it's kind of at 7:30 p.m. I know a lot of my community are sleeping at that time when it's like 7:30 p.m. in Asia. So we're gonna catch up on that the next day before we play
The
Celebrate.
tide's judgment.
Shall descend
But I'm
here
super
and now.
excited. They said
I need you.
the companion kitties are gonna be
Don't
hosting.
underestimate the power of fire.
In
So
the
I'm curious
season,
if they've got the
I will
voice
protect
actors
you.
in. If it's gonna be voiced or not, we'll see. But we should
From
be
the
getting a glimpse
ocean's
of the next
depths.
banner
Where
set
someone
as well.
calls out my name forevermore.
Fingers crossed, something for Silence. Oh yeah, really early in the
Tide's
morning for you,
judgment.
right? Yeah.
Shall descend here and now.
Hey Lena, how's it going?
Just right.
You can't beat us.
It's a bit easier for me because they're an hour behind.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good job.
Back
I'm
up.
gonna be able to
Let's
do
see what
this
trick
one.
it has up its sleeve.
Being cautious is always a smart move.
The Stellar doesn't even map, so
Come back here.
I need you.
That's your wish. In the season, I will protect you.
You were
I'm okay.
the fact that it's
Let's
smashing
take it down
through things on auto and the Stellar
tide's
isn't even
judgment.
matching.
Shall descend here and now.
For the Hunter contest, I
Just
actually just
right.
set it on auto for the
Can't beat us.
entire round.
I'll show you.
And it did full 3 stars on 3 rounds.
back up.
It
Let's
just
see what
couldn't
trick it
complete
has
the
up its
last
sleeve.
one just because it's a bit underleveled.
Now.
But yeah, 9 stars out
From
of
the
12.
ocean's depths.
Where someone calls out my name
Hey Jesse,
forevermore.
how are you? 4 AM for you. Aw. Well, don't worry if you have to sleep at that time. If you catch me on stream the next day, we'll be watching it together.
No one can escape the waves.
My first gonna be my first version update stream, so I'm excited to see what it's gonna be like. Yeah, because I joined it in March. I'm doing good, yeah, not too bad. We opened up a package from Bethesda today, got some fishing gear, and now we're doing, ironically, some Love and Deepspace where they have the mermaid event. So I feel like there's a nice tie in there as well.
Destruction's tide has arrived.
They walk
Here,
really
the
slowly
tide's
there,
judgment.
but it
Shall
looks like
descend
they
here and
potentially
now.
gonna smash Rafayel orbit for a
I
day.
summon
I'm
thee.
stuck on
I hear
100
you.
energy
Won't
for
escape.
Silas right now. 90 was difficult without the map.
You want the tide's judgment?
100 is gonna be
Shall descend here and now.
kind of challenging.
Don't underestimate the...
Rafayel,
Yeah, I hear you.
good job. My turn.
This is absolute
The
madness.
tide's judgment.
Shall descend here and now.
The sound of
This
death
myth
in the
is
season.
ridiculously
I
strong.
will protect you. I've seen every sign of impending destruction.
I need you.
That's your wish.
Go back to the
Merman, I
pit you
guess
came
he's a
from.
merman? I
Nah.
don't know.
From the ocean's depths.
Where someone calls out my name.
They really went all into the animation, so like
tide's
even
judgment.
battle
Shall
animation goes
descend
hard.
here and now. The deep stirs.
No one can escape the waves.
Alright. Yeah, that's his orbit today. Curious how far it's gonna be able to go. Until I have to level them up more. Yeah. Caleb's myth was also pretty... XO2 was also pretty strong as well, but I would say this one's stronger than that. Just because of how ridiculous it plows through everything on auto. It really... And I've only got, I'm only on rank 1 for it. So I can only imagine how good it is rank 3. Like, rank 3, you're probably gonna smash through up to 100 before you have to rank it up to 80 at the rate it's going. We're lucky we might get a story update next week too. I'm excited. You've been able to brute force most with R2 Caleb, but working to level up this one now. Just pulling one copy though. I do regret a little bit not R1ing Caleb's. I accidentally pulled Caleb's. Because I was very new to the game. And still kind of figuring stuff out. So I ended up pulling until I got the second card. But it's a nice myth, so I'm kind of glad I did. Okay, so we're gonna have a brief recap of the sweet boy Caleb. Before we go on to Homecoming Wings today. Energy, please give it, please. Sorry? What do you need energy? Do you want coffee? I'm not. I can't give you coffee, I'm afraid. This isn't a cafe. But welcome on in. Okay. Alright, let's get started.
Grandma, I'm home.
Ah, sweetie. You haven't been visiting often since you became a hunter.
You're having a
Did
Red
you
Bull,
miss
don't tell
me?
my people though.
Of course. Something smells good. Is it roast pork? Oh, I've learned how to cook a new dish. Would you like to try it?
What happened to the pipsqueak who wouldn't even pour me a glass of water? Work has changed you. I should have talked you into becoming a hunter sooner.
Caleb? I thought I wouldn't see you until tomorrow at least.
What's wrong with coming home early to spend some time with you and Gran? Wash your hands. Let's eat.
How's your health, Grandma? Still getting headaches?
Oh, it's normal for people at my age to get them.
Right, secure.
I'm already used to it. I'll be fine as long as I take my medication.
Yeah, this is also the chapter where Grandma suggests that we date Dr. Zane, and Caleb's response to that is, let's put Grandma in a nursing home. And then I'll suggest that we invite Zane to dinner too, because so, you know, they're not alone together.
But didn't the doctor say you should be hospitalized for observation? Are you sure the meds will be enough?
Oh, I just got out of the hospital. It's too crowded and noisy, and that won't help with my migraines.
Already a worrywart? You can rely on me to handle the family stuff. I've submitted an application form for a long-term care ward. It's safe, quiet, everything's been taken care of.
Wait, when did this happen? And why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Caleb, a decisive man as always. I didn't know about this either. If I need to stay in a hospital, you should visit me, all right? You can talk with Zane, have lunch with him too, perhaps.
I really want Sensei to marry Dr. Zane.
Even the world's busiest guy has to eat. I haven't seen him in a long time. We should invite him over for dinner, right?
So we can keep an eye on him.
Kidnap him if he refuses.
Here's a message from... There have been many explosions recently throughout Lincoln City. The Hunters Association has concluded these incidents are connected to Wanderers. So far, 22 have been wounded, with no casualties. We advise all citizens to be careful when outside.
Explosions, huh? Hey, Pipsqueak, have there been a lot of active Wanderers lately?
Kind of, but it's fine. Lincoln has us. The Deep Space Hunters of today know what they're doing.
Well, even so, you shouldn't push yourself too hard, my dear. And be sure to be careful during your missions.
I know, but I'll be fine, Grandma. My evol works well against Wanderers. Besides, missions are often done in pairs. If we get hurt, we have backup.
Even if that's true, your safety is always the #1 priority in whatever mission you take. Your evol is great, I'm not arguing that, but who's to say it'll protect you all the time?
Huh? There are Wanderers in the neighborhood? Weird. I need to check it out. Grandma, Caleb, something's going on outside. I'm gonna take a look.
He made all
Be
that
back
lovely
soon.
food for her, and she
Promise.
didn't eat a single.
Hey, wait up.
Single piece.
I'm coming with you.
We're gonna into playing this game. A couple of my friends were playing it and raving about it, and I kept just seeing little bits and pieces of it everywhere. So eventually I caved and gave it a try. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? You're a Silas exclusive. You're in the right place. Also a Silas main. Though Rafayel has become my second, with Caleb as sort of my third. The game is far too expensive to focus on anymore though. But yeah, Silas is my Welcome, thank you for the follow. Oh goodness, I am hoping we get some new Silas cards soon, because I joined in March, so I don't have his myth. I'm waiting for the rerun. All my cards are 80 right now. I've got nothing else left. But today we did pull from Galaxy. I pulled my last shard for Wild Gaze. I finally have something else to level up now. My affinity is like stuck on 96 at the moment because I need new cards. Oh, you joined last time. Oh no, I'm so jealous. That means you got the myth and like Catch 22 and Nightly Rendezvous. Oh, I should have joined that. Oh goodness. You like Risotto Nero, so of course you like Silas. Oh, you came into it through a JoJo pipeline. Wow. No! Did you get like 1 out of 2? I saw a few people. I saw a post from someone. They had 1 out of 2 for every myth, and just looking at that picture caused me pain. that can happen to someone. Because you don't get the companion if you only get 1 out of 2 cards. Now we get them. Now you can at least watch the full myth. They changed it so you can get the full myth. You can watch it now, but you just don't get the companion. You need both cards for that. Welcome, thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Hi Zingy, how you doing? They had like a whole buffet there, yeah. So I feel like it was important for us to just rewatched this part with Caleb, the sweet Caleb, for just full effect where we go into Homecoming wearing this neck. It doesn't quite have the same oomph to it otherwise. Yeah, but it is wild. Long-awaited Revelry and Homecoming Wings are my favorite chapters. You enjoyed Nightly Rendezvous, but not Catch-22. I've heard Catch-22 had mixed reception. Yeah, it was like an alternative universe kind of thing, right? I really wanted the hair, though, because everyone got, like, the long hair. But at least I got Raphael's long mermaid lock after the, pulling the myth last week. I've got that, at least. Wiggle, thank you so much for the 17 months! Let's go! Nothing says love like a strong trauma bond. Oh, there's a lot of that in this game. There is a lot of that in this game. Welcome on in! Hello! Taking care of the neighbor's kitties! Oh, I hope they're okay. Oh, alright. Are we ready? This chapter's wild. Oh my goodness, Wriggle, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships in YouTube to Nick. We got X, Amir, Barkles, Edo. Welcome to the family. Hope you all enjoy your emote and your new badges as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You get some Munchkin hype in the chat for the lovely Wriggle there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, just in time then. Yeah, get yourself some noms, Wriggle, you know, and settle down. It's gonna be a wild story today. Alright. Are we ready? The first time I watched this, I had, like, my iPad was like this. I was like... It had me shook. My vision goes dark, everything blurs, the universe finds strange stillness in the chaos. In the last chapter, the last thing she saw was the eye, which in Death and Rebirth, we pretty much confirmed the red eye in the sky. Very likely Silas looking in at, on her, checking up on her, trying to find her from the future. Yeah, she passed out. A strong resonance pulses through my body. It stirs fragmented memories that drift like fading apparitions. A pale planet appears. It is strange yet familiar. And then there's an overwhelming force, silent as a black hole. It's a massive artificial eye, likely the ether core in Silas's eye. It's been a while since I dreamt about the explosion. Looking back those roaring frames, I feel a surreal, distant nightmare. The searing heat in my dreams is still vivid, but the pain in my heart is gone. Maybe it's because the ether core within me has achieved its full power. To investigate and deal with the anomalous incidents related to the ether cores, the Association secretly began Operation Ether Ordeal. Over the past few months, we swiftly and discreetly handled numerous anomalies and documented information about a new ether core. We termed it the Spatium Core. After completing several investigations, I learned how seemingly unrelated issues were connected in surprising ways. Oh, that does sound good. Oh my goodness. Cinnamon roll with cream cheese on the inside, tempura on the outside, topped with spicy crab and spicy mayo. Ugh, making me hungry. Silas's brief absence gave the forces who coveted the ether core in the N109 zone an opening. Xavier's former teammates, who have gone separate ways, possess cutting-edge protocol technology, and their goals extend just beyond targeting Xavier. Popman game, you know it. The strange black crystals are deeply connected to the old battle, causing Zane's nightmares to worsen. And the watchful eyes of some secret observers, Raphael is forced to quietly search for the power sealed within the tome of the Sea God. So Raphael got his Sea God powers in his last branch 2, regained some of those memories from the past as well. He's also wanted by criminals in the N109 zone. He's got a massive bounty on his head. Still doesn't lock his damn front door. We trace back to their source. These unrelated threads are connected to one massive entity. Ever. The limited amount of evidence we have alone suggests that Ever was the true mastermind behind the Bloomshore District explosion, which, as far as MC knows at this point, killed both Caleb and Grandma. Or did it?
It's been a week since the explosion in the Cascade District. The Farscape fleet still has that region under lockdown.
Grandma's such an explosive personality. I mean, to be honest, at this point, I wouldn't put it past Caleb to stop her from trying to get Zane and MC together.
No updates, no details revealed about the investigation. The public is demanding answers.
Is the new fleet colonel defying the Hunters Association by prohibiting hunters from investigating? Would you say tensions are rising?
Deal with those reporters. Understood. The entire garden has been blown to bits. Hey, rookie, go investigate.
Yes, Captain. I mean, we're undercover. Yeah, basically, Rick. I mean, you already suggested putting her in a home. The fleet uniform doesn't quite fit me. I subtly roll up my sleeves and push aside the rubble as I make my way into the garden. The energy trail I can resonate with is faint, but it's similar to the one belonging to an ether core. The source must be over here.
It's gonna rain tomorrow evening, and all traces will be washed away. Make sure to be done before then.
Garden is in ruins. I bent down to dodge the fleet soldiers and crime scene investigators wearing white gloves on the other side of a hedge. Right behind these bushes. Burnt vines twist through the vegetation. Silent oppression swallows even the faintest of sounds. Behind the layer of vines and petals, it's as if a small hand darts among the tangled branches. Quickly I reach out, but my fingers touch another soft wall. Oh, sorry, scorched wall. That brief, vaguely familiar energy fluctuation ripples through the air before vanishing. I knew it. One week ago. This was where we got the, commission denied. Where we got, why we're undercover. A metaflux explosion occurred in the Villa Area 6, Cascade District, Skyhaven. 2 young siblings were home, one was injured and hospitalized while the other is missing. The parents are unreachable. Skyhaven branch suspects an ether core at the site and requests assistance from headquarters for the investigation.
The dispatch request for the explosion incident has already been denied. And I know the details of this case are almost identical to what happened to you.
I have, so I would say like a mixed taste in games. Yeah, this isn't usually the kind of game I would get into, but the quality is just so astounding that it really took me in. I know I missed Jenna's OG voice too. I do wonder if it had something to do with the voice actor strike, but as far as I was aware, Infold wasn't under the strike companies. So there shouldn't have been any issue in theory for the voice actor to work on the game, as far as I'm aware. But it could be a reason. I know some were just boycotting in general, so that could have been a reason why. Yeah, honestly, the new voice, it just sounds like they got someone in the office to do it. There are a couple of NPCs like that. Where it kind of seems like, because they're not a big character. Yeah, they were just like, hey, come over here, Jim. Do this voice for us. But all the main characters are pretty stellar voice acting. You wish you could change your appearance in the memories. Oh, that was when they had a Lugio event. We might get it again at some point. But yeah, they did have an event where you could change like the clothes and stuff in the memories. Leaning against the control desk, Jenna slides a holographic screen in front of my eyes. You love a Lugio. People... I don't have enough outfits for it, so I'm like, if they bring it back for 4.0, I feel like I'm not ready. I'd like to have a greater collection of outfits before, but yeah, I'd love to see it come back. They're also getting better, I think. Zane's voice in the summer event was so amazing. I replayed it a few times. Yeah, I think the OG tree, have also, definitely improved when you check out the older cars from the newer ones. Yeah, absolutely.
But rushing to Skyhaven at this critical juncture isn't a wise decision.
You want cat ears and tails for the next one. Oh, I can't believe I missed the cat banner. That's like, would have been perfect for us. We have 5-6 cats. So I really hope they bring that back at some point. I want cat ears.
If I suggested you don't get involved for now, would you consider it?
No. I'm sorry, Captain. Yeah, she's like, no. There's something to do with the explosion. I'm getting involved. Oh, you came in just after? No. Oh, yeah, I really hope those... Right now, there's no indication we're going to get any solo or multi-banner reruns. But we know we're getting the myth reruns. It's better than nothing, I guess, but... Seeing the glaring denied on screen, I try to calm myself. But even if it's unrelated to that incident, it might involve the ether core. There's no reason for the association to project.
It's not them who are interfering. It's the Far Space Fleet's doing.
Oh yeah, the story for this game is... just... The writing's great. They have a lot of really... nice animated scenes too. Not everything is fully animated, but every once in a while you'll see like a fully animated scene alongside kind of the little bits and bobs we can interact with and read. Yeah, there's combat too. They have ASMR cards with little ASMR stories. They have audio dramas as well. Little mini games of like a claw machine and this cute game called Kitty Cards that you can play. When there's an event on, they usually have another mini game pop up too. There's a lot you can do. But yeah, the storytelling is... We call it love and depression because often they don't, especially the myths, do not have happy endings. It does, yeah, which was one of the reasons why I started looking into the game, because I thought that was a fantastic idea. And I use it, and it's pretty accurate. Pretty good. They did a really good job with it.
Skyhaven is a floating artificial island that consumes a large amount of energy. The fleet controls its power supply, which grants them a substantial amount of authority. Their new colonel, who's still in the deep space tunnel, is concerned about the confidential information related to the fleet, and so he prevents hunters from investigating.
Suspicious. Seeing my unwavering determination, Jenna shows a rare instance of exasperation. She sighs.
In other words, you'll encounter more than just Wanderers, should you choose to enter Skyhaven. If you're sure about this,
I have to worry
then
about
I can
the fleet
approve your
too.
request for a long vacation.
Can you not also... I'm pretty sure you can in Korean though. Because when I originally got the game, it had, I had to do the first chapter in Korean, and it did ask me to change her... That said that I could change her voice. So as far as I'm aware, you can change her voice in Korean too. All it really does is change the pitch and the tone. It's the same voice actress. It's just altering the pitch and the tone. That's it, really, as far as I'm aware. So it's not really got anything to do with AI. The day I arrived in Skyhaven coincided with new fleet cadets reporting for duty. They formed a neat line along the transfer platform. While hidden in the shadows and thinking about how to blend in, I received unexpected help from a recruit who decided to desert. In exchange for my silence, I took her place and successfully moved into the temporary living quarters for new cadets. When tasks were assigned, I relied on these cadets' burning ambition for flight duties. So I was left with the unwanted ground support role, and it happened. As a result, I was brought to the explosion site in the Cascade district. I never imagined I'd find myself in Skyhaven for reasons like this. Caleb, oh, she's still got his necklace. The only part of him left. cold metal chain touches my neck. It's the necklace I once gave to Caleb. I missed you.
Find anything, rookie?
With a stern expression, the captain walks over. I come to my senses and shake my head. Captain, I haven't seen anything suspicious.
Keep your eyes peeled, and give it another once-over.
If you miss anything, it won't be just you facing the consequences when the Colonel's starship returns.
Oh, yes, sir. I don't know what's with this new colonel, since he's butting heads with the Association. It's probably better to avoid him. I definitely sensed an ether core earlier. They're backed off the area because of it. I need to move fast. I have a question, Captain. Usually explosions like this involve casualties or people who are severely injured. How can there be individuals who have gone missing? How did the fleet confirm this? I also heard we weren't sent here to test for traces of...
Don't poke your nose in places where it doesn't belong. Mind your own business.
Okay. Now we're definitely hiding something. As expected, everyone in the fleet is keeping quiet about the circumstances surrounding the explosion.
Captain! A suspect just appeared. He showed up in HQ!
What did you just say?
The Colonel's starship will be on the HQ's runway in 10 minutes. Command issued an emergency order. We need to head back and deal with the intruder before the Colonel returns.
They're already here. If things get too chaotic, I might be able to use it to my advantage. Okay, we're gonna meet the Colonel now.
Colonel, everything is ready. We'll be landing in Skyhaven without a problem.
Do we have any leads yet on the traitor who almost sank us in deep space 3 days ago?
The subtitles kind of gave it away.
I'm afraid not. Maybe our navigation was off. It could have also been unexpected turbulence.
He's not dead. He's the Colonel of the space fleet.
This trip was a test for the new fleet, Colonel. The old guard are looking forward to me not coming back. Unfortunately for them, I already danced with death once. I won't die again. It doesn't matter if you succeed or fail. You've chosen treason, so the consequences are still the same. You don't need to return to Skyhaven.
The sweet boy who cooked us lunch. Bloodthirsty space fleet colonel now. Who didn't actually die in the explosion, it turns out. Yeah, the first time I watched it, I was like... Is that really him? It's just so different from earlier, you know? He's been alive all this time and he didn't tell us? She's gonna meet him soon. Not quite the reunion she was imagining. The fleet's command center is located at the highest guard station in Skyhaven. The island itself is surrounded by bright sunlight and cold air. A tall, thin man stands on the edge of the runway, his right hand raised high like a tree touching the sky. It trembles in the wind. The sniper had already taken position before we arrived, the suspect clutching a detonator in his right hand, so they haven't taken the shot. Captain, he's wearing a fleet uniform. Is he one of us?
Storing weapons in his private arsenal and placing explosives in residential areas. Those are boys to provoke outsiders so they'll be dissatisfied with the fleet and the new colonel.
They got quite a few problems in this space fleet, haven't they?
All units, the chance to prove yourselves is here. Pull yourself together, maggots!
Earlier we had someone deserting, now we've got someone trying to blow themselves up. I wonder who this suspect really is, and if he holds important info about this mysterious group.
They made me. The fleet forced me.
The fleet made him?
Look at the poor bastard. Driven mad by spending too much time in the deep space tunnel. Block all entrances and exits. Make sure no one sets foot on the runway.
Following the captain's orders, the entire runway is quickly surrounded in an impenetrable net. Suddenly a loud buzzing fills the air. Here he comes. Also, Sakura, as far as I'm aware, right, Caleb didn't get the chip until after the explosion, right? Yeah, it was after. That's when his personality changes, isn't it? Yeah. Under the spectacle of lights, the new fleet colonel, who's been widely discussed, steps out of the sleek black starship. In an orderly fashion, he approaches the man at the edge of the runway. His words are muffled by the wind. She can't see him properly yet.
Joseph, you were chosen to be the pilot of a year-long deep space tunnel observation mission. Your outstanding performance 3 years ago was proof of your capabilities.
His voice sounds familiar. The crowd blocked my view. I can only catch a glimpse of the figure through the gaps, and his silver armband reflects the dazzling light.
You would have enjoyed the privileges befitting a skilled officer after your return. But 2 months ago, your wife and child died in the fleet's brig.
Well, I can see why he might have gone slightly mad then.
Believing you revealed the fleet's secrets during your mission, you put your family under house arrest. They had died as a result. You're the person behind the Cascade District's explosion,
Rafayel in this
yes?
banner.
And you were trying to make a statement to the fleet by attacking its members.
You know why.
Oh. Well, got a little golem there, hasn't he? Joseph sounds as if his vocal cords are being torn. His voice is unpleasant to hear.
And yet the information I collected tells a different story. After your mission ended 2 years ago, you were suffering from the effects of long-term exposure to cosmic radiation. Your memories were severely affected.
I mean, they do say that when people go in the deep space tunnel, don't they, might go mad.
You received a prescription for the psychotropic drug Cybazin at the medical center. But you went ahead and increased the dosage on your own.
So I wonder if that's just a cover for the chip, to be honest, you know? Like how they start behaving once they've been put into them. The hobbits are going into space. Oh.
You probably weren't aware that a Cybazin addiction can lead to cognitive dissonance and confusion. That's why, after your overdose, you accidentally killed your wife and child. When you recovered, you created a lie to escape from the pain of what you've done.
He speaks calmly, and then everything becomes quiet.
No, that's not possible. You made me do it. You planted a mind control device in me. It's that chip.
Technically not wrong. Joseph's hoarse voice is interrupted. Reality instantly distorts behind him as a black hole appears, its edges blurred.
Enough. You don't need to defend yourself anymore.
As soon as the colonel finishes speaking, the man and the detonator are consumed by the black hole in a blink of an eye. It quickly closes and the clear sky appears once more. But now the edge of the runway is empty.
Lock down the command center. We still have an unidentified traitor with us.
And Steve's sweating. The order is cold, and everyone snaps out of their daze. My palms start to sweat and my heart races. There's only one thought in my mind. Ooh, okay, what are we thinking, chat? 1, I need to make a move, or 2, how did he know? Do we want to move just in case? Or are we pretty convinced he's rumbled us by now? 1 vote for 2, 1 vote for 1. Oh, 2 votes for 2. We think he's got his rumble. How did he know? He just got back from the deep space tunnel. Did he really know what's happening on the ground too? Since no one's paying attention, I quietly turn around, but before I can move, I feel as though 1,000 grams have been dropped onto my shoulders. That seems like Caleb's evol, right? He's got the gravity one. I can't move. This evol is. Caleb, please. I'm really just going out to buy some snacks. I'll be fine.
It's raining. And did you forget how you came back home injured? That was when you went out to buy snacks too. You should stay here.
Oh, can't take her anywhere apparently. It's also the gravity evil. Everyone has distinct powers. Gravity is one of Caleb. The sound of the footsteps stopped behind me along shadow's path.
Don't move.
The moment the voice speaks, my blood freezes. It's not because I'm scared. I heard this voice before. I know this voice.
Colonel, I'll immediately start an investigation into her identity.
No need. I'll do it myself.
My mind goes blank as if the noise around me has been filtered out. Caleb. I've been rumbled. Empathetic interrogation. I'm forced to sit in a chair used for questioning. Restraints emerge from it and secure my hands and feet. No worries, Bob. This is the interrogation room on the fleet starship.
The Colonel will question you himself. Good luck.
I'm sure it's fine. Oh, yeah. If you want to upgrade your cards from 70 to 80, I believe it costs roughly the same amount of materials as 1 to 60. That's why it's so chunky. The good news is when you awaken at 80, though, it costs less materials than ascending at 70. But yeah, it's a ridiculous amount. It's super expensive. And I think if you're free to play, it takes roughly a month of farming to get from 70 to 80. Yeah. I guess it's that much. Thankfully, when they do the multi-banners, it seems like when you upgrade those cards, you get like, I think it was like 70% of the materials back. So that was a nice event. I don't know if they do that every time because I've only done one multi-banner so far. But I'm kind of hoping that's just a normal thing they do. Killiban is Gun in the Bathroom is a 4-story car. Oh, yes, I've listened to that one. It's very cute. Yeah. After the door closes, a harsh incandescent light shines down from above. And another light behind the one-way glass window opposite me turns on. I can only see a blurry figure. Seems like it's Caleb.
I'll start asking the questions. Please cooperate.
The icy air in the interrogation room gnaws at my chest. I take a deep breath and try to calm down. Colonel, I'm a small fish. Why are you personally interrogating me?
You deceived the entire fleet with a fake identity. Can you really be called a small fish?
I mean, we're pretty short.
Do you know what happens to people who pretend to be a fleet officer?
They get... Despite figuring out who I am, you didn't attack me. Instead, you brought me to an interrogation room. Either I committed a more serious mistake than pretending to be an officer. I have a secret that piqued your interest. The light behind the glass wall flickers twice, and the silhouette vanishes. He enters the room without missing a beat, his military boot touching the alloyed floor.
If you understand the situation, then let's go ahead and have a nice chat.
Is it
I'm
really
surprised
you?
she doesn't scream now.
Show some respect to the Farspace Fleet's colonel.
That means he's definitely part of that group. How can a stranger look so similar to Caleb? I can't believe it. Sir, have we met before? You seem familiar.
You're wrong.
But you look exactly like someone I know.
Watch your mouth. There's more than one pair of eyes observing you in this room.
The camera.
That was a warning.
If he really is Caleb, could there be a secret behind all this? All right.
Smart move. Good. Let's get started then.
What is this?
An interrogation, of course, and a thorough inspection.
That's...
Definitely not a
Once we're
Hunters
done here, I'll
Association
return
weapon.
It belonged to someone from my childhood. He died in an explosion, like the one in the Cascade District. I miss him. Sir, can you tell me something? If that person hadn't died, would he support me even now?
In the Farspace Fleet, there are only soldiers and officers.
Then, what about you? Will you support me?
Do what you're told and don't cause any trouble. You won't get hurt then.
What's this?
It's a mood tracker. The cameras in this room will scan your iris and facial movements before sending the data straight through a terminal. That, along with the monitor's information, will be analyzed to gauge your emotional stability. In other words, there's a catch. You can't lie, no matter what.
An advanced lie detector.
It's necessary. Be obedient and it'll be over before you know it.
That's why he wanted to personally handle it.
Did you pretend to be an officer just so you could investigate the Ether Core? Be honest.
What? He knows about the Ether Core?
Maybe?
I don't know.
I told you before, you're not allowed to lie.
I didn't.
Recently, there was a large energy explosion in the N109 zone, related to an Ether Core.
Yeah, that definitely didn't have anything
At
to do
that
with
time,
Aviva.
you disappeared without a trace, and didn't check in with any organization. But you weren't punished upon your return. Our intel suggests you were in the N109 zone.
I don't understand.
Allow me to
Feigning
remind
ignorant.
you that we
That's
are
the
in
way.
Skyhaven. We're above the clouds, and even the World Evol government has to abide by the fleet. Your survival here, and your chance at being able to leave this place alive, depend on your honesty and willingness to follow my orders. I will ask again. Did you come to Skyhaven for the Ether Core?
I don't know how she's staying calm.
Is he really Caleb?
Answer me. Remember, the camera is watching. You must tell the truth.
The camera. He's reminding me that there's surveillance, so I can't say anything. I'm telling the truth. I'm not related to anything involving an Ether Core.
This is your last chance.
I don't know anything.
You passed.
I feel like he must have tampered with it because her heart was racing.
You.
Beating up a storm.
Surprised? Sure, it's been a while, but you already forgot about me?
You. It's you, right? Caleb.
Is there another me in the world? Did I scare you?
I think she probably was a little bit right. Yeah. Most of the companions have pretty good voice acting, yeah. I think they got a good cast for them. Two of my favorites are Caleb and Silas's.
It is you. Aww. Caleb. I must be dreaming.
It's me. It's okay. I'm back.
He could have sent a letter. So from Mum, she thought he was dead. Did I scare you? He said, yeah, honestly, I was a little pissed at him the first time I watched it, and I was like, what do you mean, did you scare me? I practically pissed myself. He went full evil space colonel on it. Like, who is he? Who is that man? It sure wasn't Caleb. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I heard the tone is slightly different, especially for Caleb across the languages, yeah. So it's interesting to see how the different voice actors do it and what like nuances they give their characters, because there's voice acting for English, Korean, and Chinese. In her world, there are multiple guys who look like any of these people. As if so, she's lucky. Well, she's confused that because we saw him die in an explosion, as far as we were aware. She got like a message and everything from the government saying he was deceased. They had a funeral, you know. So, he's practically back from the dead. But something off about him.
Oh, don't be afraid. It's all right. From now on, we'll be living together.
Oh, this was when Grandma took them in after Silas freed her from Ever. But she doesn't remember any of that at all. Unfortunately for Silas. Until she gets a little reminder in the next chapter, Death and Rebirth. Oh, Caleb sounds a little bit like someone who plays the outsider in Dishonored. Oh, I'll have to check that voice out. So the English cast are all anonymous. But the Japanese and Korean voice actors, their names were released and they do some promo stuff for the game. It could have been partly due to the strike, why maybe they haven't been able to announce it. I don't know if they will be able to in the future. It's just a bit more complicated on the English acting side. Oh, his Korean voice is a bit deeper. What I like about Caleb's English voice and what his voice actor did with him is there is a nice kind of I like how he's got a very soft voice. It's very boy next door, which matches his face very well, but contrasts nicely with that darker side of him. You know, the fleet colonel who's being controlled by the ship, and isn't, not completely in control of everything he does, and can't feel much emotion anymore. It serves as a nice contrast, I think, yeah, to the sort of dark side of his character.
Yes. Starting today.
So Grandma was a scientist at Ever. But I think Caleb knows that, but the main character doesn't. Grandma. In the empty void, I see everything is like a painting, white background that is seconds away from being drowned in a sea of colour. There's one exception. The figure stands before me, who's strikingly clear. So for those who are new today, just joining us and haven't seen the rest of the story, the main character, whenever she dies, she's sort of reborn, but she doesn't remember anything from her past. A lot of the other characters and companions, they do remember their past, so they remember their past lives with her, and all that, the stuff that she doesn't remember. But occasionally throughout the main story, she gets little flashes of memories as certain events happen, and the cards that we collect in the game through the sort of gacha side of it are memories. lost memories. Who are you again?
It's okay if you've forgotten. I'll remind you.
But it also means Caleb remembers everything that happened in the lab too, all the experiments they did on them, which were not nice. Because she died over and over and over again when she was there. Due to everything they were doing to her. There was one point where they said she just kept, when they first got her, they kind of like pulled her in from somewhere, they don't know where. And that's when all the Wanderer stuff started happening too. And I think the deep space tunnel opened up, right? And she just kept decaying. Said they couldn't get her body stable. So she just kept dying, being reborn again, dying, being reborn again. And then when they were finally able to get her stable, you know, then eventually she was able to sort of grow into the MC we have now. And ran off with Grandma and Caleb to live a somewhat normal life after Silas broke into the facility and helped her escape.
I'm Caleb. I'll always be by your side.
My mind returns to the present, and all I can see is greyish-white glow with a metallic chill. Her memory's frustrating, breaking their hearts. Yeah, I mean, poor Rafayel. She forgot him a few times. Silas, she forgot him. Even though it's possible it all started with those two. Oh, I know. Yeah, and I'm required. In Silas's chapter after Death and Rebirth, when you rewatch that and you find out the reason why he's so upset and a little frustrated, is because she not only she doesn't remember him, she doesn't remember that he saved her. She doesn't remember their childhood in the arena. Which is, we only discovered after the last story update. Before that, we were all thinking she didn't remember him in the Dragon Myth, but it turned out she didn't remember him from the present day, when they used to be on another planet, another world somewhere together where they grew up and they would fight in the arena. It was kind of like a Hunger Games arena, and they escaped together after being told they had to basically kill each other and only one could win. Yeah. But, oh, yeah, just the look on his face when the guy says, oh, they can't resonate because she's repulsed by him is just heartbreaking. Yeah. Oh, they have a really good build-up. They're very slow burn. Silas and MC, I think. Yeah. Caleb sits opposite me. He reaches for the first aid kit and holds my wrist, which has marks from the restraints earlier. They were tight.
Most of the fleet's meds work immediately. It might sting. You need to tough it out.
Caleb's story's very tragic too. He also, in the explosion, lost his arm. So he's got like this robotic arm too. A lot of times you see his character kind of do this. And I think that's his real arm, isn't it? The one that he's always kind of like stretching. And the one that he doesn't move as much is the mechanical one. There's a card where she discovers that. And it's also pretty heartbreaking and sad. After he's in another explosion and crashed and gets injured again. His tender care is completely different from the cold, intimidating facade he wore in the interrogation room.
What's up?
I need to be sure that it's really you.
You still can't believe I'm back?
Gently hold my hand.
Do I need to do a formal introduction?
He meets my gaze and his voice softens as mirth appears in his eyes.
I'm Caleb. I'll always be by your side.
He says that a lot to her growing up. Those familiar words and kind voice are truly unique. I exhale, my racing heart finally calming down. It's scary in that interrogation room, but now... I shake my bandaged wrist and then slam my hand down on the bed next to Caleb when he's about to stand up. I get in his way again. I feel like... yeah, a little bit angry. It's my turn to interrogate you. Like, letting her think he was dead from, you know, just, she went through the whole stages of grief. You know, trying to live a life without, you know, her Caleb, who'd always been there throughout the life she remembers. Okay, what do we want to ask him, chat? You get to interrogate him a bit now. 1, what happened after the explosion? 2, why didn't you contact me? And you're a colonel now? 3, how's grandma? If Caleb's... So basically 3 is like, if Caleb's alive, asking if grandma is alive too. What do you want to ask, chat? You want to ask about grandma, Wriggle? I haven't unlocked his Colonel myth yet. I'm on naught out of 2 cards so far. 3, we're gonna ask about grandma. Okay. How's grandma? If you're here, she must be okay too? Oh.
I'm sorry. I couldn't protect both of you.
So I think one of the reasons why he lost his arm too is because he used his evil to protect MC in the explosion, right? Because they said he was pretty he was pretty bad, in bad shape when they found him, and I think she only survives because he basically uses his gravity evil to protect her. You have a cousin getting married to their childhood sweetheart. Oh, that's so cute. You keep mixing up what's in his main story and what's in the Colonel myth. Right, because he's in the same uniform and it's in the same place. Yeah, no, it's easy to get it mixed up, yeah. Because I don't think we really find out about the chip and, like, the extensity of the chip until until it's his myth, right? I think that's where you get most of the information about the chip. As Caleb's gaze loses some of its light, the faint hope in my heart breaks.
Alright, let's move on. You might start crying again if we don't. We finally reunited. If Gran knew, she'd want you to cheer up.
Okay, what do you want to ask next? 1, what happened in the explosion? 2, why didn't you contact me? What's the next question you want to ask him? It's more the order we want to do it in, yeah. More the order, chat just wants to do it. 2, ask why you didn't contact us. The audacity, the disrespect. The nerve of you! Do not let me know you were fine. You survived, why didn't you contact me? And you're a colonel now.
Well...
He turns to look out the window. The night sky resembles a dark, flowing river.
If I didn't join the fleet, I would have been abandoned.
Abandoned?
That's just how things work, Pipsqueak. So, I couldn't contact you. I can't bear to imagine you being put through that pain again.
Caleb isn't exactly interested in explaining, so I don't press him. What matters is that he's alive. Now we can ask him about the explosion. What happened after the explosion? The police and the Hunters Associations have said.
I don't really remember. It was like a dream, to be honest.
So the explosion was to take out Grandma.
I assumed it was connected to the ether core.
Because she used to work at Ever. And someone was assassinating basically all the ex-scientists that worked there. So you already knew it.
I just knew. That's all.
Caleb closes the first aid kit and stands up. He returns it to the cupboard.
After all that interrogating, shouldn't we relax? You've been running around all day and must be exhausted. Let's get something to eat.
I'm alive. Let's go get food.
Colonel, the captain of the 3rd Squadron would like to speak with you.
Oh.
He suggested solitary confinement for the traitor you captured.
Come back to me when the bauble around his neck grows a brain.
Ow. little, oh shit, she's there, she heard that expression. Well, one of the things they do really well, and just not even just the Kindle scenes, but outside of those too, are just like the little micro expressions all the characters have. You're being really strict.
Strict? Me?
His armband shines, maintaining a stern expression. He returns to my side. Oh, it's the first time you're seeing it in English. Yeah, he does a really good job, doesn't he?
And your cover's so good that you're living in the officer barracks?
Yeah, personally for me, two of the strongest voice actors in the game are probably Silas and Caleb. Yeah, but Zane's has significantly gotten better over, like, if you check the old card, and then you listen to some of the new ones. Yeah, I feel like he's insane progress, along with Xavier's as well. Yeah, and Rafayel just did fantastic in the recent myth. The way he kind of changes the tone of Raphael's voice to his different altars, like the God of the Tides, the Sea God, the one in Catch-22 as well. Yeah, he does a really good job in, like, just changing the tone, so it's still Raphael, but, like, it's got a slightly different air to it. Yeah. Like, the God of the Tides was a lot younger than the Sea God myth, and you can hear it in his voice as well, that maturity. He sounds like a Cali surfer boy, but it kind of fits him. He's very sassy, so it fits him, yeah. He's very funny, too. Raphael's one of those characters that's not trying to be funny, but is hilarious. Kind of a little bit like a Starkin in that sense. Sassy and just, unintentionally funny, yeah. He helps me off the bed, cradling my injured wrist, and expects my body from my shoulders down to my waist.
Pack up your stuff. You can stay at my place, you know. I don't live at HQ, so you'll have more freedom to move around.
Awesome, but I'm still integrated to the fleet. Might be weird if I'm suddenly accompanying the Colonel everywhere. He lowers my wrist and taps on the other one, understanding his intentions. I turn around to let him check my back. To draw even more attention, some people might even question your authority.
Hold on. Are you being considerate on behalf of your fellow fleet mates? Or do you actually want me to prove your guilt so you'll be locked up?
Once the inspection's done, Caleb moves over to face me. I mean, I wouldn't put past them role-playing that, to be honest, knowing Caleb.
Don't worry. If anyone dares to question your identity, tell them you're my new adjutant.
Oh, so you wanted me to use your influence anyway.
It's an order.
Yeah, him and Raphael, they both have purple eyes, don't they? Yeah. It makes sense for his to be a bit otherworldly. Yeah, judging, you know, based on his myth and, you know, where he comes from the laboratory with MC as well. Yeah. He chuckles, taking off his hat and places it on my head.
The Colonel's whereabouts are classified. The same goes for the people around him. If rumors could threaten me, I wouldn't be wearing this armband.
Oh, but now she's tried to render him IRL. They use Liz Tyler's violet eyes. Really good. Nice. Oh, Caleb's personal aircraft carries us away from Skyhaven's main island, and we go to the surrounding guard stations. Golden sunlight traces the crystalline lines across the viewport and the cramped cockpit built for two. I tell him everything that happened when we were separated for several months. The researchers being killed one after the other, the documents Grandma left behind, and the ether core within me. Since Operation Ether Ordeal and the Spatium Core are confidential, I omit the details related to the Association's investigation. Caleb, the one who's pulling the strings of it. Caleb, the one who's pulling strings as ever. Behind his goggles, Caleb's gaze is unreadable. He grips the control stick and expertly guides the plane through the clouds. I understand. Let me deal with it for now. They're both keeping secrets from each other. 10 minutes later, the scenery projected from the starship's camera shifts to a floating, fragmented island. The starship slowly descends and passes through an invisible barrier. Surrounding the landmass in front of us is a spacecraft-shaped building.
Here we are.
Caleb's place. It's got a very cozy apartment. The white glow from the entrance's lamp disperses the darkness. The entire room is flooded with light. I hang my bag in the closet by the entrance before running my hand along the cabinet. Look at all this stuff. Caleb, you didn't invite me over just so I could clean your house, right?
This place is usually empty, and I rarely stay here. Of course, it's not exactly pretty. Move.
Bossing us around already. Holding a few jackets he took from my luggage, he lightly nudges my foot.
Only the toiletries are left. Go ahead and sort out your stuff. Oh, actually, hold on a sec.
After tossing my jacket aside, he takes my finger and presses it on the door lock.
How long are you staying in Skyhaven? If you're not in a rush, why not extend your leave for a few more weeks?
Hunters don't get summer or winter vacations. Captain Jenna let me take some time off, but it's not because I don't have anything better to do.
I almost forgot. You already graduated from hunter school.
New fingerprint entry.
Yeah,
completed.
we're a fully fledged hunter now.
Pick a bedroom you like.
How many does this place have, if you're asking me to pick one? They do look a little bit like, yeah, like a straight jacket toggle, don't they? Yeah. Follow Caleb into the living room. The house is spacious, nearly empty in fact. The decor is simple and consists of muted colours, devoid of life. Caleb, are you planning to live in Skyhaven?
Why do you ask?
Doesn't this mean we'll be separated again?
You don't want that to happen, right?
I'll be busy since I'm a hunter. I'm just giving you a heads up in case you'll miss me. After navigating through several doorways, I stumble upon a bedroom with comfortable lighting.
Yeah. Without our wanderer-chasing hunter, we'd all be doomed.
Caleb leans against the doorway and looks inside.
You like this room?
Seems cozy.
Okay, then.
His lips curl into that familiar, teasing smile as he heads towards the kitchen.
Think about what you want to eat for dinner, and your personal chef will make it.
Really? Ah, but it... There we go. I catch up to Caleb and jump. I wrap my arms around his neck. Apparently she missed a few times. Make all your specialities. Braised pork, sweet and sour fish, pork chop.
Do you actually want to eat all that, or are you just naming all the menu items? You have quite the appetite.
With my weight on him, Caleb pivots before putting me down.
You don't need to help out. Just relax in the living room. Oh yeah, just so you know, that room you claimed is mine.
Not anymore. It's ours now. Okay, 1 second. I will be right back, and then we're gonna resume in the story. I won't be long. Okay, we're back. On the way, back here, Nuka was testing fate again by bonking Jenny on the head. So I'm sure he's gonna regret that later when she enacts her revenge. Mm-hmm. I know. He does it, and then he always looks like, oh, like he regrets it immediately. After dinner, Caleb insists on clearing the table himself. He tells me to rest and he'll get my bedroom ready soon. They have a nice kitchen. I hesitate for a moment before deciding to ask him about the explosion incident. Just as I reach the terrace, thunder roars from outside. The sound alone makes me jump. Maybe it's because we're closer to the sky here. Seeing Caleb's busy figure, I calm down a little. Caught by his gentle gaze, the word sticks in my throat. I can only say a random sentence. I want a soda. Chickened out. He steps aside, creating a path for me to get to the Frid. Okay, what do you wanna ask Kat? 1, ask him if he wants one, or 2, ask him to help her open it, because she is avoiding asking the questions she wants to ask. Ask if he wants one. Ooh, 1 vote for ask if he wants one, 1 vote for help me open it. Do I have to be the decider here? Oh! Bob, do you want one? Okay. Do you want one? He doesn't decline, so I offer him a soda
You're
can.
gonna move your hand when I try to take it. I'm not falling for that again.
Stop acting like a baby. I'm done with those childish antics. Caleb reaches out, but I quickly move my wrist so the soda avoids his fingers. Lull him into a false sense of security first, yeah. Haha, you... Before I can finish, the soda falls from my hand and he effortlessly catches it.
Talk about immature.
We toast, our cans clinking against each other. Another roar of thunder startles me, however, and I choke.
Still a scaredy cat?
There's a card where they're stuck in an attic together and the thunder's roaring and she's I think canonically not a fan of thunder. Caleb can't help but chuckle. He pats my back. And if I were recalling something, he looks out of the window into the night.
I thought you weren't afraid of it anymore.
What do you mean? Caleb sets down the soda and brings up the tablet that controls many of the house's utilities. Curtains are shut, which protects the room from the storm
Remember
outside.
your astrophobia from when you were little? Didn't you usually hide whenever thunder rolled in?
Like a oh. Maybe it was because the thunder sounded so much like a wanderer's roar. I was still terrified of it months after the Corona Rift catastrophe had ended.
At first, I thought you were playing hide-and-seek with me. But then I saw you were just frightened.
You always remember the minor details. But eventually I became immune to it.
And who should we thank for that?
I look up. With his eyebrows slightly raised, Caleb grins. And reflecting on those memories, I pretend to be clueless. We should thank my resilience.
You ungrateful pipsqueak.
Caleb teases me and pinches my nose, chuckling at my reaction. He lets go. Of course, I remember that whenever there was a storm, regardless of whether it was during the day or night, he always stayed by my side. I didn't dare to fall asleep, but Caleb always covered it in my ears and I dozed off. The thunderstorm trapped him, the most popular kid on the block inside the house, and so he had to seek refuge with me in various hiding places. No one else knew it was me that was trapped home. And Caleb was the one who broke that magical cage. Do you know what he says instead of pipsqueak in Korean? No, I haven't heard any of this chapter in Korean, I'm afraid. Yeah, because it's the equivalent for... Yeah, because opera is the equivalent to what she calls him in Chinese. Yeah. But it doesn't have a good direct translation in English, so I think they just omitted it for that reason. Yeah. Because it's a word that can mean brother, but also can mean a friend of mine who is male and older than me. Caleb, why were you always the first person to find me? It didn't matter whether I hid in the closet or the attic.
We probably have a telepathic connection.
You just got lucky every time.
Yeah, and? Doesn't matter if I'm lucky or not.
Sentimentally grazes my heart's surface. My hand that's resting on the fridge subconsciously twitches. Why do I feel awkward all of a sudden? I mean, isn't telepathy usually something twins have? Like the ones who were involved in this incident. Thinking of those two that were affected by the explosion, my voice lowers. Over the next few days, there wasn't any progress in finding Kevy, and his sister Mia is still recovering. Caleb,
You still want to investigate?
Caleb has read my mind. I hesitate for a moment before nodding. Oh, she kind of does include us. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not related. They just grew up together, that's all. Yeah. Kevy is still missing, and I need to know if Ever is related to the explosion. If Ever is involved, there's a good chance I'll get important info that's connected to the Ether Core. Kevy might have already been marked as their target. And I think in the cards, he doesn't really like it when people assume that she's his sister either. Because, he also wants to swat any potential suitors away from her too.
The fleet will handle
They
it.
both kind of do that to each other.
And even if you doubt them, can't you trust me?
Yeah, because I feel like, if in the universe where MC and Caleb get together, it's sort of the equivalent of marrying your best friend. The person who, a best friend that you grew up with. Yeah.
Since you're on vacation, why not just kick back and relax in Skyhaven?
But Caleb, his sister must be worried sick about him right now. Probably wants to be with Kevy again. I'm already your agenda tent, and I promise not to cause any trouble. If anything bad happens, I'll take full responsibility. Ow. Something hits my head, but it's not a light tap or a smack. Caleb has a serious expression. Hey Rocket, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome. It's a lot of different genres kind of mixed into one, honestly. It's got battles, there's gacha, there's mini games, there's card collecting, it's got a interactive story, there's romance, sci-fi.
What are you even saying? I always have your back. Don't even think about drawing a line in the sand. Take care of yourself. Do that, and you can investigate whatever you want.
So after everything draws to a close, can you still come home with me?
I remember you saying you'd be fine by yourself. But it seems like you still want someone with you.
Just misses him. I'll worry about you if we're always separated.
Is that the only reason?
Oh, the little glimmer of hope in his eyes. His gaze shifts down, suddenly using a softer voice. The fridge door is slightly ajar and Caleb's hand rests on it. I'm seemingly trapped in this confined space. A cool breeze brushes against my shoulders. The faint glow from the refrigerator cast down in the depths of his determined, steadfast gaze.
Is it just because I said I'd always be by your side?
I'm
just messing around. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue?
I was definitely teasing her. Feeling the tension dissipate, I pretend to be annoyed and push him away and change the topic. Oh. Move. It's so cold from being in front of the fridge. If I get sick, it'll be your fault. Amused, Caleb willingly backs off.
Alright. I'll keep my distance. It'll be like there's an ocean between us. You stick to your side, and I'll stick to mine.
You think her heart sank a little bit when he said that?
You won't have to remind me twice.
Caleb has returned to my side, and I should be relieved. Happy even. But I tossed and turned in bed that night. As I open my eyes, the bright morning light filters through the curtains. A warm glow casts on the bedside. After staring at the dimly lit ceiling for what feels like an eternity, I wearily get up. The house is silent. Seems Caleb just left. My breakfast, still warm, is sitting on the dining table, and I notice a note tucked underneath it. Your highest priority is resting and enjoying your meal. Everything else comes second. I smile as I fold the note. When I sit down, I get a voice message. We'll do this so you can read it as well.
Did you eat breakfast yet? I'll be sorting some things out with the fleet. I'll pick you up later.
Yeah, okay. I do like that it has that where you can see the text as well. It's a nice little accessibility feature that. I finished eating my breakfast while going over last night's plans in my head. Alright, time to visit that medical center. We still have to figure out the mystery behind the missing twin. You think he looks a little bit like Zane with Raphael's eyes? Now, Caleb's actually based off a real-life actor that I'm guessing the developers are fans of. And he's an absolutely spitting image of him. I wish I could remember his name, but it's the same face. Yeah, you saw him. He's hot. Apparently, he's a really, really famous actor in China. Yeah. Willow Medical Center. Inpatient department, 9th floor, room 903, Mia. Thanks to Caleb's support, I quickly find the place where Mia's recovering. It's been said that Kevy and Mia are close, which is a key to finding him.
I'm terribly sorry, Adjutant. The patient has just recovered from being in critical condition. Visits are prohibited unless her primary care physician authorizes it. This applies to fleet personnel as well.
Could I speak to the doctor then? The nurse looked me up and down. There's a hint of suspicion in her eyes.
Dr. Jones is busy with meetings with the visiting team of medical specialists. The earliest you can schedule an appointment with him is next week.
Oh, that's no good. I understand. Mia is in a precarious situation right now. With the hospital's strict security measures, her safety is guaranteed at least. I find myself walking to the elevator. My gaze falls on the directory sign. The administrative officers are on the 16th floor. Dr. Jones is in a meeting. He might be on this floor. Ding. The elevator opens. While engaged in hushed conversation, several doctors step out. I guess I can only try my luck upstairs now. Just as I'm about to enter the elevator, a familiar voice cuts through my train of thought like a blade of frost. Zane? What are you doing here? Zane? The figure wearing a white lab coat turns around. When our gazes meet, he adjusts his glasses. Surprise flickers in his eye. Is this the confidential schedule you talked about 2 weeks ago? Don't worry, I'll experience memory loss once I'm back in Lincoln. At the vending machine, Zane gets himself a latte. He gives me a bottle of pear juice.
If I'm not mistaken, a few days ago you said the association ordered you to take leave. However, I didn't think a medical center in Skyhaven was a vacation spot.
He knows she's up to something. Well... He slightly tilts his head back to sip his coffee and frowns. Because it wasn't sweet enough. Scans the department signs on the floor.
You don't have to explain why you're here. It's obvious.
I sigh and give Zane a rundown of the incident. I figured I could talk to Mia and see if she knows anything about Kevy.
Mia is no longer in critical condition. She should be able to receive visitors.
Do you know Mia?
Her primary care physician used to be my colleague. He mentioned her during his visit. Since Mia was exposed to a metaflux explosion, I checked her heart to ensure she's all right.
How is she now? Doesn't sound good.
Her physical recovery is going well.
No worries, Wriggle.
But she was badly shaken by the accident. Mia still displays signs of avoiding the outside world. But you talking to her might help ease her nerves.
If it's possible, I'd like to try. Zane taps the folder containing medical records and then he looks at me.
Give me a second. I'll ask.
He has a rather raspy voice. I think he wants to give us a physical. Well, we
Dr.
found
Jones,
Rocket's
you have a moment.
companion. A few minutes pass and then Zane puts his phone away. Under my hopeful gaze, his expression softens as he nods.
Follow me. I'll check on Mia's condition first.
Zane's great.
And if she's all right, I'll ask her.
But, his story's so tragic. He's got a bit of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing going on too. And a god is toying with him. He unlike the other companions, he doesn't really have his sort of past life memories. Instead, he gets nightmares about them. And he can't sleep well. After receiving the visitation guidelines, I take a deep breath and follow him into the hospital room. In the pristine white room, a young girl around 10 years old sits on the bed. Her face is covered in bandages.
Mia, the nurse said you drank some milk today. That's good.
Mia turns her head without responding. With a blank stare, she looks out of the window. Zane crouches down by the bed. He gently touches Mia's elbow.
Since you listened to the doctor and the nurse, it doesn't hurt as much now?
The little girl slowly blinks, silently acknowledging Zane's
While waiting
words.
for the pain to go away, do you want a reward?
I wanna go home.
Her soft voice, tinged with sorrow, resounds in the quiet ward. My heart feels a faint pang, as if a voice reached out to me, urging me to move closer. However, I hesitate, unsure how to start a conversation. Seeing that Mia's noticed me, Zane speaks in an even gentler tone, which radiates reassurance.
She's my friend. A skilled hunter who saved many children like you.
Huh?
It's unclear which of Zane's words affect her, but she stirs slightly. Hello, Mia. Zane calmly observes, stepping back when he sees Mia. Doesn't flinch at my approach. Do you want to talk? Mia hesitates and nods. Relieved, Zane and I exchange looks. Zane leaves the room. On his way out, he taps my hand, silently telling me not to stay for too long. Taking a seat beside the bed, I tenderly hold her hand. Mia, what you went through, I almost experienced that. You must be really upset. The small hand slightly twitches in response to my words. Do you miss your brother, Mia? Her empty eyes flicker with emotion. She's about to cry.
Is he dead?
Her eyes are filled to the brim with tears. Don't worry, he's probably just hiding.
I always find him. I can't this time.
Your brother wouldn't just leave you. He's probably just gotten into a bit of trouble. Can you tell me what you saw before the explosion happened? It might be able to help. She stares at me, and just as she's about to speak, a knock interrupts us. A person wearing glasses and dark-colored uniform enters. He has a Force fleet insignia on his armband.
It seems the Colonel forgot to inform us. What brings you here, Adjutant?
Her scrutinizing gaze washes over me, and I look away. Seems today won't go according to plan. The Colonel has his reasons. Just do your job. I'll stop by next time to avoid trouble. As I'm about to leave, Mia suddenly calls out to me. She retrieves a burnt dog plushie from behind her pillow. She sounds nervous when she speaks.
Thank you for visiting me. Can I give you Lucia as a present?
Lucia? Is this dog plushie? Sure. They're definitely hiding something, the fleet. Cool mist rises slowly from the lawn, leaving only a shadowy outline of the hospital's wings, streamlined white architecture. I squeeze a dog plushie named Lucia. I'm genuinely puzzled about what Mia's intent is. Is this just a gift?
Have you made any progress?
Zane sits down next to me. He gives me a cup that's filled with a drink. I don't know what it is, though. Is it milk tea, a health drink, or a fruit slushie?
Warm water.
He calmly looks over before lowering his head, gently squeezes the dog's plushy cheeks. As usual, he delivers his dry humor with a straight face.
Furrowed brows, pursed lips, and a scrunched up face. All symptoms of severe dehydration.
There's no way my face is. I quickly relax my expression, but my brows furrow again upon seeing Lucia.
Mia clung to this plushie from the site of the explosion at the medical center. Now it's with you. What did she say?
I said I'd help her find her
Kevi?
brother. Zane pauses, his thoughts drifting for a moment before he shifts slightly. His tone becomes more solemn.
Something or someone must be behind his disappearance. However, by getting involved, you'll have to confront people who are also searching for him.
I know. While the Force-based fleet dealt with the culprit behind the explosion, this whole thing feels too similar to what happened to me. I'm not sure, but Ever must be involved somehow. Kevi must have something they're after, or there's a secret they're desperate to keep hidden.
The closer you are to the truth, the closer you are to danger. If you truly thought this through.
I thought I had sneezed. Once they make their move, there will be a second time, and then a third. I can't just stand there and watch the same tragedy repeat itself with these two.
Aside from Ever, there's another curious matter. I studied in Skyhaven and worked at Willow Medical Center for a while. As a result, I'm familiar with the general atmosphere of this place. But I've noticed how different it is from what I remember.
What are you trying to say?
The fleet. Back then, the fleet wielded a considerable amount of influence beneath a modest facade. They spent most of their time carrying out exploration missions in the deep space tunnel. A majority of the people who worked here for 7 to 8 years had never seen what their vessels looked like. This sort of large-scale operation where their forces have been deployed on the ground is unprecedented.
It is strange. It's also something that shouldn't be noticeable unless you lived in Skyhaven for several years. Captain Jenna mentioned this before I left Lincoln. The fleet's response to the explosion is different from what they've done in the past. I'll keep a close eye on the situation. For now, I need to find Kevi as soon as possible. He's been missing for a while now and he could be in danger. Zane nods and looks up at the clouds in the sky.
Did you find any leads?
It's been a week since the explosion. The fleet must have searched through every nook and cranny of the explosion site and the surrounding area. If they can't find him, Kevi must have been either taken away by someone or hiding in an even more secluded place. But the latter seems unlikely. I look at Lucia's big wide eyes. Did Mia give me a clue? I give Lucia to Zane. He scrutinizes it for a moment before tugging its charred tail. Ooh! There's a burst of static before a voice crackles from inside the plushie.
Where are you hiding? I'm done playing!
Mia, you're so silly. I'm in our secret base.
But we said not to hide in the secret base. You're cheating!
Noticing my surprised gaze, Zane places Lucia back onto my lap and strokes its head.
I've seen similar toys with sick children.
I knew it was a smart move to turn to a doctor. I carefully pulled Lucia's tail and listened to the conversation again, and then I realized something. Maybe Kevy hasn't been taken away. He might be in hiding. Is this secret base his hiding place? I turn back to look at Zane and speak.
Don't. I'm tired of hearing that.
Ah, Yanni-kun is the actor's name. Oh, the one who Caleb's face is based off. They're 46 now and still very good looking. But they were a bit of a heartthrob in the 90s, right? Yeah. I'll buy you dessert. When you're back in Lincoln, I'll buy you the latest item on Malteser's dessert menu. I suddenly recall how Zane had taken several consecutive days off after returning from Chancia, something he rarely does. You've already used up some of your vacation time. Will you be busy later? I can get the dessert to go, and I can give it to you at the hospital instead.
This is the first time I've heard of someone inviting another out for dinner by using a complaint.
I'm afraid I'll bother you when you're busy. Zane slowly leans back, with me for a moment, and then reaches a cup of warm water. His expression remains indiscernible.
I suppose what you need isn't water, but something that's more than lukewarm.
What do you mean? Noticing my confusion, Zane slightly tilts his head and responds with a smile that carries amusement and resignation.
We both have to deal with challenges, one after another. If we want to see each other, then there will be moments like this where we can sit together, no matter how hectic things get.
He lifts Lucia's head and the plushie stares at me with its dewy black eyes.
Once you help Mia, take some time to think about what you'd like to eat with me.
Grandma just looking down on us from above like, that's right, Zane, ask her out for dinner. Grandma is, I think, Zane and MC's biggest chipper. Following the explosion, the fast-paced fleet uses wanderers as their reason for sealing off the area and evacuating all residents within a 2-kilometer radius. Maybe the week-long search has led them to believe Kevy's no longer in this neighborhood? No fleet soldiers are stationed here tonight. That really does Agaria. Caleb wants Zane to come to dinner while he's there so he can keep an eye on him. Though I do feel like if anything happened to him, maybe he would want Zane to look after her. But as long as he's, kicking, alive and kicking, and his heart's beating, he's not gonna let Zane get there first. Hey, Dapper. Are you still on Simon, Dapper? Is it that fight? The charred ground reveals several sets of footprints, all disorderly. Many have passed through this place. Heavy. He's happy with a Romeo and Juliet ending too. I mean, I think he'd prefer her to be alive. In that in that myth, they were both kind of screwed at that point, weren't they? You know, they didn't really. Both of them were in trouble. So, but if it's a choice between like him dying and saving her, he's always going to take that option. You were feeling good and now you're back to the drawing board. Oh no, I heard he's a really tough boss though, Dapper, so if you're going to get stuck at anything, it seems that's going to be the one. Yeah, that takes a lot of practice. As I enter the backyard, I see a scorched swing. and a slide that's been reduced to a metal frame. I pause before carefully tugging Lucia's tail. If Kevy's still around, he might hear this. After a few minutes, I notice a faint sobbing. Suddenly, a familiar energy fluctuation ripples through the air. Behind the shrubs, the tear in reality around half a meter wide materializes. A timid little boy emerges. He's hesitating. Realizing I'm not his sister, he tries to run away, but I quickly call out to him. Wait, Mia sent me. The boy freezes. He turns around, but his head is still lowered. He's unwilling to meet my gaze.
You shouldn't come any closer. Don't look at my face. Have I become a monster?
Granulated crystals seem to be growing around his eye socket, almost engulfing his whole face. A few months ago, I saw this sort of phenomenon in the N109 zone with those monsters in Intensia City. Maintaining my composure, I touched the crystals on his face. A sharp pain shoots from my palm, but the growth stops, just as I thought. So this is also what happened to Kieran and Luke before they met Silas. They also had this sort of protocol syndrome, and weren't going to. I think they had like 2 or 3 months to live before Silas found them. I've seen this before. You're not a monster. You're just ill, and you need to get treated as soon as possible. She's recovering in the medical center, and after surgery was over, there haven't been any problems. I take Kevy's hand and wipe away his tears. Right now, she's worried about you. Kevy, can you tell me what happened on the day of the explosion? How did you manage to stay hidden? The secret base you have with Mia? Comforted by my words, he stopped sobbing. Slowly, he withdraws his hand and reveals something to me. At the center of his palm is a tiny crystal fragment. This is... A familiar energy reverberates in my heart, and I slowly exhale. It's the last spatium core fragment we've been looking for.
When the explosion happened, Mia and I were playing hide and seek. I was in our secret base while she was outside. She couldn't find me. I was hiding for a couple of minutes. Then I heard a loud bang and blacked out. I was protected by this thing that Mom and Dad left.
Kevy looks down at his palm. The protocol fragment emits a gentle, soft glow. Your parents left this.
Yeah. They also said I need to take care of Mia. And that I shouldn't be found and use this to hide whenever I'm in danger.
This fragment can create a space. The secret base you and Mia talked about. Lowering his head, he nods.
After the explosion, I slept for a long time. And when I woke up, I wanted to find Mia, but there were people outside looking for me.
Who were they?
I don't know, but they were dressed like Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad said that when they're not around, I shouldn't trust those people or go with them. I can't trust anyone.
This must mean Kevy's parents knew that there were people in the fleet who wanted to harm them. I bet others in the group are also involved. At this point, letting the fleet find Kevy might not be for the best. I touch the black crystals on Kevy's face. He slightly flinches from the pain. But even if we only consider his health, Kevy can't stay here anymore. Maybe having him leave Skyhaven temporarily is the only way we can ensure his safety right now. In that case, the Hunters Association, which has been kept out of these events since the beginning, will be your reliable safe haven. I know you're in danger, and that you really want to see Mia now, but you need to keep this fragment safe and hold on to it for one more day. I'll make the necessary arrangements and return to you as soon as I can. Kevy's quiet for a moment, but then he pats Lucia's head and nods.
Can you tell Mia something for me? I'm okay. Tell her not to worry.
After leaving the area that's under lockdown, I call Zane. Zane.
Don't rush. Speak slowly. Did you find Kevi?
When his voice comes through the phone, it's almost as if a warm hand is soothing my troubled mind. Yeah, he has a spatium core fragment. He's using its power to hide himself. He's also infected with something that involves those black crystals, but his condition seems slightly better than what we saw at the hospital, in the patient at Chancellor Hospital. In Chancellor Hospital, Zane and I arrived at a preliminary conclusion. The ether core's power doesn't cause transformations like this. Someone is responsible for creating this crystal-related disease. And assuming that's the case, they're deliberately turning people into monsters. After I reveal this conclusion, we never really discussed it before. The other end of the line is silent for a few minutes.
A few years ago, I witnessed something similar. That person was my friend.
Recalling my conversation with Zane in the Arctic, a guess forms in my mind. Was it the one who died in Mount Eternal? It couldn't be because...
After that incident, we learned that under extremely special circumstances, when Wanderers strike, their attacks cause energy crystals to grow in the afflicted area. They corrode the human body and grow a sort of shell over it. Once that happens, the victims can lose their sanity within seconds and uncontrollably lash out at anyone around them.
The vague relationships between a few things become clearer. Zane's secret research, the small animals at Dr. Noah's home. Your research, Dr. Noah, in the Arctic involves this, right?
It does. Based on your description, Kevi's transformation hasn't truly started. But it's hard to say if we should delay our attempts to treat it. I'll find a way to transfer him to Oxo
basically,
Hospital,
if he stays, that's something
and ask
that'll
Dr.
happen.
Noah to come back.
I was just about to ask that. When can you pick up
The
Kevi?
hospital can't reach his guardians, which could be a problem. I'll have everything arranged by tomorrow night at the latest.
Then I'll bring Kevi to you at that time.
There's one more thing. A necessary reminder, so to speak.
He pauses before lowering his voice.
Since Kevi has an ether core fragment, it's possible Ever will keep looking for him. When caring for others, you must be mindful of your own safety.
Sure. Before coming here, I thought I'd grown stronger. I thought I'd be capable enough to handle the challenges that awaited me, but I didn't expect them to become even more difficult. Fortunately, I've never had to face them alone.
Perhaps I'm also doing this for myself.
As the call ends, my beating heart finally begins to calm down. I look up at the moonlight hidden behind the dark clouds. The night is still, with no wind or rain, and the stars shine brightly. I suddenly wonder, is Zane also looking at the same night sky right now? Lieutenant's appearance at the medical center today means the fleet is keeping Mia under close surveillance. I need to avoid them if I want to bring Kevi back there, which means I need to keep this from Caleb somehow. During my trip back to the station on the floating islands, the previously peaceful sky suddenly becomes dark and gloomy. Thunder roars in the distance. It might start raining again. My phone has several unread texts from Caleb. Where are you? Will you be back? I'm at the supermarket. What do you want to eat for dinner tonight? Oh, that just went fast. As I scroll through them, the fact that Caleb is truly back sinks in.
Everyone's on edge because of the explosion in the Cascade District.
Huh? The towels in the story? Huh? You're looking at the towels in the store. Well, maybe because he's much taller and bigger, you know? So the towel, there's less towel, you know, to fit his massive frame. It's probably just that. It's just because he's so tall. Everything looked tiny next to him.
The deep space tunnel's been acting up again, and more wanderers are showing up in Skyhaven.
I send over my location's coordinates and then it starts to drizzle. I join the crowd under the overpass. The atmosphere grows heavy with an eerie chill. A Figure clad in black, half their face concealed by a high collar, appears, their greenish-grey hair loosely tied.
Excuse me?
I've seen a few people say they want this guy to be the next Lee, and some other people are just venomously against that. But we don't really have a punk rocker guy yet. Luke and Kieran are just behind on laundry. So he has to use the smaller towel. Viper. I know Jerry likes a bit of Viper. But they don't move. Something's off, so I move to the side. Can I help you?
Yeah, you can.
All of a sudden, there's a small explosion nearby. The scorching heat throws me back a few meters.
It's a wonder!
Run!
I steady myself, covering my nose and mouth with one hand and waving away the smoke with the other. There's a TikTok that has Caleb and Viper playing in a band together. Oh, but it's AI. Oh, that sucks. Maybe someone can actually animate one of those one day. The stranger's still there. He pulls down his collar to reveal his face. With a forked tongue and white-slit pupils, he grins mysteriously as if knowing this would happen.
Has anyone warned you that a unique hunter like yourself could get into some real trouble around these parts?
He moves like a grayish-green serpent. His fingers change into blades and they swipe past my cheek. I barely managed to sidestep him. He attacks again, aiming for my throat this time. Tough and quick. I instinctively lean back and narrowly avoid the silver blade. I pistol whip him, the gun landing a decisive blow on his head. Hearing that satisfying sound, I know I did a good job and turn around. Ah, the cracking of a skull. From the broken remains, wires and metal bits burst out along with a bunch of tiny bolts.
You're annoying. I can't hear anything now.
The man touches the broken part of his ear before tossing the short hurting implant to the drain.
If I take the ether core from you, I can trade it in for an ear with some nice bass. But
The scattered electrical equipment is sucked into a megaflux surge as it spawns several strange-looking wanderers.
Oh, let them have some fun.
Is it some kind of transformation? My hand moves behind my waist. Amidst the dirt and rain, a bright red light flash materializes. A wanderer that has lunged forward is sent flying back several meters. What attacked it was an apple? Having found its mark, the apple continues on its gravity-defying trajectory. I turn my head. Cradling his phone between his ear and shoulder, Caleb grabs an apple from the paper bag he's holding. He throws it up and catches it in his right hand. He looks like he's out for blood too, doesn't he?
The supermarket wasn't having a sale on produce today, and my bullets aren't exactly cheap.
Caleb. I raise my gun and swiftly position myself beside him. I keep an eye on the wanderers approaching us.
This isn't a game. I won't let you charge in alone.
Don't underestimate me. I can pull my weight in a battle just like you now. His face is like, no. Bang! The last wanderer is flattened by an unseen force and scatters debris in all directions. Caleb. Muddy water is everywhere, but Caleb seems unfazed as he brushes aside the damp strands of my hair.
Are you hurt?
I'm good. That person is getting away. Caleb holds out his hand, his fingers slightly extended. A barrage of stone shards chase after the fleeing figure cloaked in a dark grey green.
Eat some fruit. I'll be right back.
A paper bag lands in my hands. Before I can respond, Caleb vaults over the railing and disappears into the night. How did he get here so quickly?
Perfect vessel, my ass. It doesn't even look as good as us unfinished products. Damn it!
Shards pierce through half of Viper's face, and before he can cry out in anger, a kick knocks the wind out of him. The powerful force slams him to the ground, which instantly destroys the other half of his face.
I see it's shedding season again, Viper.
Bastard! I'll kill
He's
you!
like barely human, Viper, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Caleb increases the weight. Immediately, the crisp sound of something cracking reverberates. Those invisible restraints are like iron that can even make Viper's knees crack.
You... Stop it!
A white prosthetic eye floats into Caleb's hand and crushes it in an instant.
Who gave you the right to approach her?
He's a little bit, yeah, so, you know, he's one of Ever's experiments, too. You know, where they were basically trying to turn humans into these hybrid wanderers and make them sort of super strong. Yeah.
The professor said it's not time to go after her yet. I was just playing around with her.
Feels as if the swamp is slowly squeezing the air out of his lungs, making it difficult to breathe.
Are less than 72 hours before the final cleanup. I'm just reminding you that.
Caleb is also an experiment, yeah. MC is XO1, and he's XO2, yeah.
If you can't retrieve the protocore fragments, you're done for.
So Caleb has something to do with all that.
Which hand did you touch her with? This one?
He's unfazed by the threat. Click. Viper's left hand is twisted, and he almost passes out from the pain.
You need to protect her. It's a bit much.
It's a bit much.
Wouldn't you say your overprotectiveness borders obsession?
I mean, you know, say what you want about Viper, but you read Caleb pretty well there. Raindrops are suddenly suspended in the air. They're like countless silver needles that are ready to pierce him at any moment. He can't even laugh. Caleb crouches down, meeting Viper's gaze. Slightly smiles.
Lay a hand on her again, and I will kill you.
Ooh. You got to experience scary Caleb. Unable to find Caleb, I have no choice but to retreat to the overpass. The soaked part of the paper bag I'm holding leaves a chaotic pattern on my hand. Almost resembles a winding labyrinth. That person knew I had an ether core. Is he an assassin sent by Ever? But he wasn't planning to kill me. Seems like he was testing his prey.
Why are you standing here in the rain?
An umbrella shields me as Caleb reappears. He frowns as he wipes away the water from my face. Caleb, are you okay?
I'm fine, but I lost track of him.
He'll always look out for her. Having checked Caleb's hand over and over again, my anxiety only dissipates when I confirm he's unharmed. It's okay, I got some of the parts he dropped. I'll take them back to the data analysis. Hopefully there will be something to learn.
We'll talk about it later. Let's go home.
He takes off his coat and drapes it over my head. With his arms around my shoulder, his warmth quickly envelops me.
Give me a heads up next time you go out. I can't help but worry about you when you're all alone.
Upon returning home, Caleb ushers me into the bathroom. I'm wrapped in the hot water's warm. Getting out of the shower, I put on soft loungewear. The rain's chill having faded away. In the living room, I scan the parts and upload the data to my watch. A steaming bowl of ginger soup appears on the coffee table.
You didn't dry your hair. Again.
Freshened up, Caleb brings over a towel. He sits down on the couch and pats the spot next to him.
Come here.
I comply and hold the bowl of soup while Caleb towel dries my hair. It's very soothing, and I can't help but narrow my eyes. It's been a while since I received your service like this.
Oh, so you know it's a service. And that's why you always plop onto the bed to play with your phone while your hair's still wet.
She just expects him to do it for her. It's because I know you'll help me.
Okay, Pipsqueak.
Lazy. Through the towel, something tapped my head. Not too gentle or too rough. Though, don't you think I've gotten better at drying hair?
Have I? I moved out to live in the college dorms. Then I moved again for the DAA after graduating. Looking back, it's been forever since I was really home. That means it's also been a long time since I helped you dry your hair.
He tilts my chin before using his fingers to comb through the disheveled strands. There's no rush, we have more than enough time together.
Yep.
It's quite relaxing getting your hair dried. A promise made, a new thought crosses my mind. What about the Deep Space Aviation Administration? Do they know you joined the Fast Space Fleet? What about your comrade in arms?
They don't know. And they won't.
So they still think he's dead.
It wouldn't be smart to have too many people in on this. They aren't required to know everything about me anyway.
My phone screen suddenly lights up. I see a news alert about the explosion in the Cascade District. Ah, right, Kevy. He removes a towel from my head and walks to the bedroom.
I'll grab the hairdryer. Give me a sec.
Wait. Aware of the warnings Kevy's parents gave me in the fleet's close surveillance of the siblings, I realize things are more sinister than I thought. Is it possible Caleb knows something about this? Okay. 1, are we going to question him? Ask if Kevy's parents are important, or 2, not doubt him. What do you want to do, chat? Pry or trust? How are you feeling about Caleb so far? Do you trust him? Or are you suspicious? 1, ask the question. Ask everyone wants to. Okay. We are suspicious. The fleet used considerable amount of resources to deal with the explosion incident and their search for Kevy. Is it because Kevy's parents are important to them? He definitely knows more than he's letting on,
the
yeah.
Perpetrator and victims are fleet personnel. That means the fleet must take full responsibility and provide answers to the public.
Then what will the fleet do if they can't find Kevy? To reassure me, he gently pats my head, his voice softens.
Don't worry. They will find him.
As I watch Caleb walk away, a sense of guilt washes over me like an evening mist. Hey George, how are you? When I wake up the next day, my head feels foggy. My throat is itchy. Maybe it's because I got caught in the rain yesterday. What are these for? As soon as I enter the living room, I stop in my tracks. Boxes of various sizes that weren't there before are now here. Caleb rolls up his sleeves. He sits down on the floor and pieces something together from the scattered parts around him.
This place has been empty for too long, so I bought some stuff. Take a look. Do you need anything else?
It's okay. I'll only be staying here for a few days. Anyway, I need to go.
Why? You don't plan to visit me anymore?
No, of course not. I rub my stuffy nose. Content, Caleb smiles, wipes his hands, and then gives me the assembled robot a pat on the head.
Hello, Master.
Little robot screen forms a smile as its movements produce a series of clink clanks.
When you're on the bed and glued to your phone, it can bring you snacks and drinks.
Sure. The warmth in Caleb's smile makes me feel even more guilty. I'm sorry. The fleet's just trying to protect Kevy, and I'll make it up to you once he's safe, I promise. I sit next to him and attempt to mask my nervousness with a pleading look. Caleb, I agreed to have dinner and watch a movie with some classmates in Skyhaven tonight. Can you give me a ride? It's not that far. You can take me there since your plane can just zoom. Kevy agreed to meet at midnight, but after careful consideration, I decided to head out early to avoid any problems. I made the suggestion to Caleb so he wouldn't overthink things.
You shouldn't go out. I can tell you're coming down with a cold based on your voice alone. focus on resting today, so you can recover.
Have we been rumbled? Caleb opens another box and busies himself again.
There's a weird energy fluctuation in the deep space tunnel. All the Wanderers in Skyhaven are riled up because of it. To ensure everyone's safe, Skyhaven will be under lockdown tonight. We'll be doing a cleanup.
Isn't eliminating Wanderers supposed to be a hunter's job? What kind of threat could possibly warrant a large-scale response from the fleet?
Doesn't matter. Since the fleet is in charge of Skyhaven, safety is our highest priority.
He pauses and looks up.
I won't be around tonight, so don't even think about going out. Got it?
He's definitely up to something. But, this isn't good. I need to get Kevy out of there. Okay, 1, do we pretend to give in? Or say 2, try to convince him and say it'll be quick. How are we going to approach this? We need to get out and meet Kevy. But he's not going to let us go easily. 2, 1. We've got 1 vote for 2, 1 vote for 1 so far. You think we have to lie? All these secrets. 1, 2. Oh, okay, we got 2 votes for 1, 2 votes for 2. 2? 2? Okay. Another vote for 2. Well, if I have an emergency and need to... sorry, what if I have an emergency and need to get out?
You can't.
This is important to me, Caleb. It'll only be a few minutes at best.
Except nothing's more important than your safety.
He gives me a warm smile and rests his hands on my head.
Please,
your attentiveness.
Stay here. I can't do any more than this.
He responds with a smile. It's the same one I've always seen. But his gaze is a little too cheerful. He's hiding something. Caleb, be honest with me. Is this cleanup tonight related to the explosion?
You're overthinking it.
Am I? He looks away and pretends to study the sketch. I grab his chin and force him to look at me. You're lying.
What about you, then?
Calmly grabs my right hand and reveals the gun I'd put on my waist.
Why do you need a gun at a friendly get-together?
Oh, well, you never know when there's gonna be a wanderer showing up. That's because I'm worried about encountering a wanderer. His grip on my wrist tightens.
Don't forget about the ether core in your body. You're not a normal hunter. And the whole explosion incident is complicated. One wrong move, and you'll be trapped here forever.
The fleet isn't just here to investigate the explosion, right? Are you hiding something? That's the guess. In the tense silence, the small Otto is oblivious as it continues making noise. To what seems like an eternity, he suddenly lets go.
Sorry. Do you remember what I said? Leave it to me. I won't break my promise to you.
My lips tighten to a thin line, and the increased body temperature that I've been fighting hits me. I slowly lean back and sink into the sofa.
I shouldn't have upset you.
Caleb kneels. He takes my wrist that he'd grasped earlier and massages it with his thumb.
But tonight's operation isn't just a normal patrol. You're unaware of the dangers here.
Yeah, that much was obvious. His earnest gaze follows mine when I try to look away. For some reason, this version of Caleb feels like a stranger. Do you really mean it?
Cross my heart.
Make a pinky promise. You made a promise to me. Don't forget about it. As the day draws to a close, I still haven't found an opportunity to leave. I hope the round-the-clock shuttle won't be affected by the cleanup. Only when my phone gives me a no-service message do I realize how thorough Skyhaven's lockdown is. Outside, the darkness cloaks the scenery with trees, shadows. When it's 11 p.m., I hear the faint creak of a door opening outside. After silently counting to 30, I quietly get out of bed and go to the living room. No one's here. Only a single wall lamp illuminates the room. and the furniture's shadows are plastered on the house's white walls. I let out a sigh of relief and to find my gun that Caleb put
Looking
away.
for something?
Busted. Caleb, you're still here. Caleb stands behind me, his arms crossed. The light casts irregular patterns on the floor.
I was about to leave.
Go ahead, I'm just getting something to drink. He opened and closed the door on purpose, didn't he, so she'd come out. Knowing full well she planned on sneaking out after he'd gone. A cup that's filled with water floats over to my side along with 2 white pills.
You were coughing a lot during the day. Did you catch a cold because of yesterday's rain?
It's just a small cough.
Take some meds before you go back to sleep.
His gaze is calm and gentle, showing no signs of discontent, as if my pitiful lie fooled him. Okay. I won't let him worry about me tonight, at least. I put the pills in my mouth and wash it down with the water. I've emptied the cup in one go. The ticking of the clock's second hand echoes in the dimly lit room, emphasizing the silence between us and our mingling breath. Without thinking, I avoid his gaze. I hesitate for a moment before heading back to the bedroom. Good night. You can tell, like, by his expression, he's done something he's maybe not, maybe a smidge ashamed of.
Good night.
Knocked out.
Hey.
Which was not her plan.
If I kept you here with me like this, would you think I'm being too selfish? But it's only us now. Let's say I had noticed these threats that were lurking around you earlier. Knowing then what I know now, none of this would have happened, right?
There's his ride. I think he did actually give her cold medicine. It's just there was something to make her sleep in there. Don't too. Worry. Yeah, like some Tylenol.
This nightmare will come to an end. I promise.
I find that hot and that disturbs me. I mean, I feel like that's the appropriate reaction to you finding it that way, I suppose, yeah. Which perhaps makes it less worrying. But yeah, he definitely put something in there to make her fall asleep too. That's why he looked a bit like, a little guilty and ashamed, yeah, after she downed it, I think. Not like he didn't want to do it, but, you know, he's trying to keep her safe. And they're, you know, turns out they're going out to take, the kid and clean things up, so. Caleb, what do you mean those weren't children's chewable vitamins? He was a bit sneaky. Oh! He thinks he's dead, she meets him again, and then there are just all these secrets between them. It's just not the same as it used to be. And he's got this chip in him. I mean, in theory, I think technically being controlled by Ever, right? As well. And a lot of the other, Space Fleet, like colonels and, workers, they're all going gradually mad and losing all their emotions and becoming completely different people with these chips inside of them, aren't they? Yeah, his whole brain gets messed up by it, yeah. Hey Matthew, how you doing? I hope you're well. You don't really see the effect of that much until you get to the myth, the Colonel myth. I feel like that explains a lot more about what's kind of going on there and what exactly these chips inside them are doing. Yeah. She needs a way to take notes or when her memory resets, like in Memento. Welcome, thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a good one. The problem is she doesn't, you know, when she's reincarnated, it's not always in the same place. So she would have to also remember where she left the note too, which is also a problem. Yeah, and we've always gone through just to remember her too. Yeah, that's the myth, right? Yeah, yeah. Whenever I pull that, we'll watch it. I'm on 0 out of 2 cards for it right now, but yeah, hopefully I'll get it soon. I keep pulling Raphael's myth lately, which I already have, but I'm close to rank 1ing it because they keep coming. Right now I only have his Exo2 myth at the moment, yeah. Ooh, but yeah, it's absolutely wild, the Caleb story, Brad. Oh, poor guy. It's like, even after escaping the laboratory, he's still a lab rat. And I think he's really only free in that period where they were growing up after escaping, and then up until the explosion, and then he just becomes basically a prisoner again, doesn't he? The Colonel Companion is a lot weaker in battle than other myths, but it does have a really good story. Yeah, a lot of the standard myths are, you know, when you compare them to the limited myths, yeah, they're a little subpar in comparison. Like, which is why it's frustrating that I don't have a limited myth for Silas yet. So I'm brute forcing everything with Conqueror, and it's not easy. Stuck on orbit 100 right now. It's always like, I have green cards, but there's like 2 of them that are usable and 1 that's a 3-star. And you're asking me for 4 or 5 greens. I can't do it. Unless I get some reruns. I can't do it, Captain. We got no green. Yeah, the Dragon Myth's great. Yeah, I can't wait for the rerun. Yeah, that one, I ended up caving and watching on YouTube, and that one made me cry. Very similar to... There's some parallels with Raphael's myth in that one. I feel like Raphael and MC and the Dragon Myth are trauma buddies now, aren't they? Oh. Fate has a weird way of repeating itself in slightly different ways. Yeah, but it's a really great card, so I'm very excited for the rerun. We'll probably do a special stream for that whenever it happens. Yeah. But next week, we've got version 4.0 launching, so we will probably be streaming Love and Deepspace next week on Thursday. Sorry, Thursday for me, Wednesday for you guys if you're sort of over US Europe side. It'll be the 2nd for you, the 3rd for me. So it's pretty much as soon as that goes live, we're gonna stream it. It might be that they have some maintenance that day. If they do, we're just gonna go live whenever it's ready. Like we did last time for the Mermaid Myth when they had a little bit of maintenance until like 11, I think it was. So likely the day before, the schedule might get shuffled slightly, because they usually only announce that the day before if it's going to be maintenance that requires the service to go offline, or if it doesn't. we only find out basically the night before, which is a little frustrating for scheduling, but... Oh, yeah, no, next week is 4.0, yeah. So the live stream this week on Friday is about what's coming next week, July 3rd, yeah. So we should get the next banner then as well. Likely it's gonna go live when the next update does. We'll probably get some story update then as well, yeah. They do give little notice, yeah. Yeah, but they did say, yeah, so it is confirmed to be July 3rd. It's just I don't know if they're going to do maintenance that requires downtime or not. That's the question. Because that determines whether it goes live at 5 a.m. It's sort of their time, or if it goes live later. Because often they'll say the event starts at 5 a.m. and then there'll be some maintenance. And it won't open, and the servers won't open until 11. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't start at 5 a.m. then, does it? Starts at 11. If you can't access the servers until then. But they don't adjust the schedule like that, yeah. So it's really only until the night before that I know if we're going live at 5 or if we're going live later on in the day. So I will put it on the schedule for our usual time. And if we have to adjust it the night before, we will. But yeah, likely, unfortunately, I'll only know the night before if we are. So I'll try to keep y'all informed. Yes, so it's having an 18-hour? Whoa, that's like most of the day. Is it a big update they're having then? It must be if it's going to be 18 hours, right? Do you get compensation in ESO from downtime? Whenever there's downtime in this game, everyone gets, like, you get, like, a free wish and some gold and stuff. Like, basically, like, a compensation package for the service being offline. Which is nice. They did before when it was down the whole... Oh, so not usually when it's down, but if it's, like, an extended period of time. Right. Yeah, because people are paying for the subscription, aren't they? Do we feed the kitty cat? Let's go feed the kitty cat. The last planned update, long update maintenance, I don't think we did. Huh? Wait, in this game or ESO? We definitely got the compensation package last week. So I remember getting it in my mailbox. Oh, ESO? And it was a really long maintenance. Treato time! Alright, I'll be right back. It's Treato time. Okay, ready? Always so timid for the first lick. Yeah. No. Stop trying to take it out of a cat's mouth. Yeah. Just be patient. No hesitation, Jenny. Oh my god. Oh, that went okay. Okay, Killy got a big blob of it, but it went. He does, he keeps making a stinky face. Not yesterday. It was sometime this week. He licked one of the litter boxes and then pulls his skanky face like it was disgusting, and I'm like, what did you expect? It's like, it's a litter box. It's not gonna taste nice. I don't know what possessed him to do it either, you know? He does stuff like that. And I'm like, you really didn't think it through, did you, Nuka? Whoa. The other two have such nice manners, and then yeah, the two young ones who are just goblins. She looked like she was impersonating it then. Oh, just calm down. Good morning, Mr. Happy. Hope you're well. Where are you? Oh, everybody. Oh, me. Wait. Oh. Yeah. What happens is she dives for it, and then I think it just goes straight down her throat, so she's like... she just sort of inhales it, you know? Is it easy to have cats and dogs there? I mean, yeah, yes and no. It really depends. Depends on if you want to go for walkies every day or not, you know? Do you have the time for that? If no, maybe a cat's better. Because toilet stuff, they just kind of handle themselves, you know? Whereas with a dog, you gotta take them out. Oh. What's gonna taste, Nuka? Okay, you went down that fast today. Absolutely nommed it, didn't they? Oh, goodness. Ah, dear. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out today. Hopefully you enjoyed the unboxing at the beginning of stream and the wild ride that is Caleb's story today as well. I have to change the thumbnail because it turned out we had actually finished Xavier's story and we were on to Caleb. So I need to change that on YouTube after stream. Tomorrow there's no stream because I have to go to the dentist. There will be a YouTube short of the unboxing, so if you have the time, give it a like, a comment, and a watch through, as it's part of our sponsorship content with Bethesda and Fallout 76. And that will come out at around 5 PM ET. Next stream will be on Friday at 5 PM. I don't think we decided upon the game yet, but there will be a stream on Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week as well, as we enjoy sort of the last week of June. Yeah. If you haven't, you can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. I am Munchkin Jessie on both platforms. We're also on Ko-fi if you want to get some extra off-stream content. We are also on YouTube, which is our main platform since Twitch Career shut down their monetization platforms last year. It's a great way you can support the stream. We have off-stream content there, as well as all our VODs go there too. You can even become a member, just like we used to have subscriptions over on the Twitch side back in the day, too. And, yeah. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. I will see you on Friday. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And, hopefully a cooler rest of your day. Alright, I'll see you later, everybody. Bye-bye.